away from Jeff and Booger.
We're just saying dating.
The Daily Blender. Weekday afternoons on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher, back to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends that have used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time, and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now, you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
500 apiece, you get to that fine for 500, 502 apiece, 1 minute, for the hand, 150.
The best weekly auction is right here in Arizona. It's only a click of the mouse away from great deals on almost everything. Visit liquidateaz.com for weekly auctions on everyday household items, antiques from around the world, sports and non-sports cards, memorabilia and autographs, comic books, comic character collectibles, Native American, pots, jewelry, rugs, and sterling silver. Liquidateaz.com weekly auctions is the place for great deals on works of art, gold and silver, coins and U.S. currency, gold and sterling jewelry, vintage LP vinyl records, vintage electronics, ham radio, RC cars, planes, and boats. Interested in antique clocks, watches, and timepieces, or a wide variety of sports equipment, including hunting, fishing lures, poles, and gear. How about military collectibles, medals, uniforms, or helmets? All at liquidateaz.com. Looking to liquidate an estate? Liquidateaz.com can help with estate sales and consignment services. Liquidateaz.com for information.
Hi, this is Bruce Jacobs from my friends and former employers at ProCopy. For over 20 years, ProCopy has provided Arizona companies with the best office equipment available from companies like Ricoh. More importantly, they provide outstanding service after the sale with a 96% retention ratio and award-winning technicians. 3 years ago, they joined the Flex Technologies Group, an Arizona-based nationwide group of companies that share ProCopy's commitment to excellence. So if you have branches anywhere in the United States or just here in Arizona, you can get great personalized service even during the current climate. We use them here at The Fanatic and Money Radio KFNN, and they never disappoint because they remain a local company. They give back to our community by supporting ASU and the Thunderbirds through the Phoenix Open. The ProCopy Foundations has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. That makes doing business with ProCopy good for your business. Just give them a call at 602-PROCOPY. That's 602-776-2679.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time
for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, buddy, it is Friday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Phil there in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale, and you guys are on the Summit Mail Medical text line, 888-368-1580, and the Jet says, hey, guys, just want to be the first to text in today. Well, that would have been nice, but you are 6 minutes too late, Jet.
Oh, boy.
6 minutes too late. President Wallet came on, and well, he's talking some stuff about some guys down the dial and how much of a self-absorbed douche they are, but I ain't going to read the name. I'm just going to leave that one out of it. But thanks for listening, President Wallet. Good to see you here. And everybody else on the Summit Mail Medical text line, 888-368-1580. It's been an interesting day, hasn't it? The NFL, there's been a bunch of trades. Now, you're like, well, what are they trading? Who got traded? Not a person, but picks. Here's what's going on. It's a 3-part move, and it changes a lot about the 2021 NFL draft. Okay, first thing that happened is the Dolphins gave up their number 3 overall pick. That's right. They were sitting right there, and they said, hey, 49ers, give us your number 12 pick, a 21 third-round pick, which is that whole the compensation for Robert Saleh's hiring, that pick there, and first round picks in 22 and 23. Give us all of that, and you can have the number 3 overall pick.
Wow.
Gee, I wonder what they want to do with it. Maybe a defensive lineman.
Yeah, maybe
I don't know.
Jamar Chase.
So then we thought, wow, what was that all about? Why would the Dolphins give up the number 3 overall pick? Yeah, they got a whole lot of stuff. In fact, this looks really good for them. But then they did more. Then the Dolphins traded back up to get to number 6 with the Eagles. And so the Eagles went down to number 12. That one was that's kind of a head scratcher, I'll be honest with you, because, because it wasn't that much of a distance on the picks.
Are you saying from 3 to 6 or 6 to 12?
No, I'm talking about the other picks they have where the Eagles are going to give the Dolphins the 156th overall pick to Miami to get the 123rd overall pick in the deal. That's just sort of a wash. And, 6 to 12, I get it, but who wins? The Dolphins. The Dolphins won this bigger than anybody else. Yeah, the 49ers might get their quarterback of the future with this. Maybe they won't. But here's what the Dolphins will have over the next 3 years. And this is a rebuilding team's dream. Okay, so this year they have 2 first-round picks. They got number 12 and number 18. And they have 2 second-round picks, number 36 and number 50. And they have 2 third-round picks, number 81 pick, and then they get San Francisco's compensatory pick. So that's just this year. Then next year, they got 2 first-round picks, and then, the second round and their third round. Then in 23, 2 first-round picks and their second pick and their third pick. I'm just saying, the Dolphins fish tank, they are set for the future if they do it right. Yeah, that was an amazing wheeling and dealing by the Dolphins.
Well, it certainly feels that way. Whenever you look at the Dolphins, I think probably the only thing that you could really criticize them at is if your fish tank
colors of their jerseys. I can't stand teal.
Sure, that as well. Yeah. But that maybe that they stay put at number 12. Maybe you enjoyed the draft capital and the luxury that would provide you later on down the road, perhaps. But I think you have to commend them that they gave up not that much to get back into the 6th spot. And with the run on quarterbacks that we're going to see at the top, and especially with the run on the offensive linemen, or other positions, really, you're going to get best available. And I think any person that falls to them at number 6, they're going to be perfectly fine with them. It's kind of like the Cardinals, if you want to take it locally. Whenever they had Patrick Peterson on the board, they had a tremendous amount of picks on that board. Remember, that was the Von Miller draft, Patrick Peterson, J.J. Watt. There were a lot of Hall of Famers in that draft, and as long as you did not draft a quarterback in that particular draft year, you were dealing. So I think if you're the Dolphins, you're going to get a premier blue chip player, and all for just moving down 3 spots. That's really all that you can ask for.
Here's what we have learned through these for every team. 1, the Dolphins probably sticking with Tua.
Yeah.
The 49ers,
they're out.
Not sticking with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well,
the Eagles smells like they're sticking with old Jalen Hurts, that's the biggest surprise of the whole damn thing. Going down to number 12 takes them out of the quarterback hunt. And, is that the owner doing that still? Is that what's going on with this? Because it just seems like you still want to maybe get a quarterback there in Philly, wouldn't you?
No, I think you definitely have to take a season to at least see what Jalen Hurts provides you. If he's not good and he doesn't pan out, guess what? You're going to be in a better spot next year to draft one of these top draft picks anyway. So you might as well make it more tenable for Jalen Hurts, or God forbid he's a horrible quarterback. Then you'll have a better team for an incoming rookie next year.
Guess you're right, because this year they're number 6. Who knows what they'll be if they suck for the next year. 888-368-1580. Good Cat says, hey guys, Randy, I know you have a slew of kids. How the hell did you deal with illnesses without drinking a ton?
Well, illnesses in a household, you just got to sit back, relax, and just let it go through the household. There's not a whole lot you can do. I remember one time part of my kids had strep throat. The other part had chicken pox. So you just got to kind of sit back and relax and try to manage it the best you can.
Yeah, I just send thank you cards to the help. It's the only way you can really do it right. So,
man, I knocked on my water. That was good.
King of Kittens says, hey guys, sup?
Sup, King of Kittens, meow.
Sup, King of Kittens. Yes, it is Friday. He says, ooh, I'm jiggly-legged like the Kermit the Frog. Just zipping around. I'm all happy. It's Friday.
There we go. Yeah.
The Jet says, I still think San Francisco is going to use their number 3 pick for a punter. That's kind of their way. Yeah.
I could see
Fed
that.
fan says, who's to say the 49ers trade the 3rd pick to Houston for Watson? Maybe that's something to consider.
Yeah. What this does for San Francisco, it puts them in the driver's seat to do what they want. At number 12, that's really hard to have that kind to have the true capital that somebody like the Houston Texans, or I don't know, even Seattle. I mean, whenever you look at Seattle and what they reportedly gave up whenever Chicago made their final bid for them before going to the Red Rifle, it's really unattractive whenever you go down when you're talking about the mid picks as opposed to a premier top 3 pick. So this allows them that availability to maybe make a push, one last final bid in an attempt to land Deshaun Watson, which is a guaranteed thing, as opposed to possibly getting a franchise quarterback out of the top of the draft.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Charlie Boy. Pour that man a soda. He's very, very happy. A man of the people, a dancing man, a guy that you want to see in the stands cheering on your team. He's world famous for his dancing moves. Yep. Charlie Boy says, I finally got my first dose of the vaccine yesterday.
Hey, way to go, Charlie Boy.
Yeah, hunker down for that second dose, though. You don't know what'll happen. Maybe you'll be fine. Maybe you're going to need a day off just to lie around and do nothing. But either way, good on you, man.
Maybe he got the good old J&J. That's only one shot.
Well, I tell you what, the J&J is better against some of these new variants, too, according to science. Congratulations, Charlie Boy. Miss Pringle says, does Phil's tongue swell up like a poison pig when he talks? Yeah, you sound like you're having a little trouble talking today. Are you okay, man?
No, I think I'm all right. Maybe it's this muffler. Here, let me take.
I'm looking right at you, and it felt like maybe you were wearing a mask. Fighting Wampa says, bang, bang, Niner gang. Yeah, I guess if you're a Niner fan, you're pretty happy right now. Do you feel like you have a complete team? Do you feel like you need a new quarterback? So I guess that's probably a no-go for old Gardner Minshew, huh, Randy?
Well, I mean, good. Then that means that Gardner Minshew could come to Arizona where he should be anyway, where he's appreciated.
Mm-hmm. Really? Yeah. Okay. Boogie says, when all the kids get sick, you get through it by drinking. That's what you do. There's no secret trick of the trade. You drink, and you drink heavily.
Well, I mean, that's Boogie's way of doing it. And Boogie is a champion after all. I do respect Boogie. He's taking this discipline for losing the fantasy league thing.
You're right. It's Friday. It's Friday.
It's Friday. Yeah.
Oh my God. I just got to tell you, I have this to look forward to. I am bust in the NCAA bracket. I don't know what's going to happen. The only thing I'm hoping for is that maybe by some dumb luck, I have a better bracket than Boogie, just so I can rub that in his face too. This day where we get to see the Jeffrey O'Brien is better than me at everything shirt on Boogie somewhere out there. It's like, where in the world is Boogie in my t-shirt? I can't wait to see it. I can't wait. It's going to be good. Oh, thank you. No, I really needed that today. Boomer Sooner says, good day, gents. Heading out on a hike tomorrow. Should be great. Boomer Sooner, beer me, Brandy.
Well, absolutely. Well, I'll take care of that right now. And it's going to be warm tomorrow. This
right,
to
90.
Me, as your chief meteorologist here at 1580 The Fanatic, I believe this is the last cool day until sometime in November.
Every day on the Daily Blender's a cool day. All right.
I'm talking temperature-wise.
I know. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. Here we go. Another 6 months
next week. By the way,
Fuego hell. El Diablo. Thundar the San Barbarian. He has sent me a picture of his COVID-19 vaccination card, and it says round 1, fight. Okay, you're not supposed to say fight, but yeah, so good for you, Thundar.
Okay.
Good Cat says the Cardinals need Minshew as a backup. You're right. We got to do this.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Gardner Minshew belongs in the Arizona Cardinal red and white.
Fed fan says, sorry, Randy. Cards are probably going to sign Colt McCoy as their backup.
Damn it. Damn it.
The Jet says, wrong. You drink when the kids are sick, but you also drink when the kids are healthy. That's the trick.
Yeah, consistency is the key to parenting, so I hear.
I think that's the guy next door. We have a new neighbor here, and my bedroom window is on the side of the house where his recycling and trash can is. And I got to tell you, I'm impressed. I am constantly hearing him dumping beer bottles into that thing. Just constant rain of clink, 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 clink. And I'm starting to wonder, we all drink a healthy amount, but this guy, he may have a problem.
He can put a few away.
Yeah, more than a few. It's crazy how much you hear the bottles in that bin. And there's only 2 people living in the house because, wow, that's a lot of booze, man. I'm starting to worry. Anyways, Fish Tank says, love the San Francisco trade at first. I was a little bummed about the trade with the Eagles because it cost us a first rounder that we just acquired. But the fact that they moved back up tells me they have someone they really like in either wide receiver class or maybe Pitts at 6. And any of those sound exactly like what I want, says Fish Tank.
Keep in mind that Fish Tank, actually, that's kind of what you want, though. I think if in order to get back up to number 6 in that realm, you were going to have to give up a first rounder anyways. And keep in mind where they gave it up. They could have given just the 49ers pick or their pick. The fact that they gave up their own pick actually is very promising that you would be more believing in yourself that you will be a better team than the 49ers pick.
So the Eagles doing their thing kind of show that they're going to go ahead and love it and put a ring on it for Jalen Hurts. But
for a year,
what are you going to do, Fish Tank, if the Dolphins say, bam, quarterback? Think there's a chance they'll take a quarterback?
There's always an outside chance. You can't pass on a quarterback. It's like passing on pitching in baseball. You got to take an opportunity. But I think if the Finns are smart, they're going to use that pick for an elite receiver or offensive or defensive player.
Well, whatever it is, the drama, I don't know if there's going to be any more after this, but it was a drama-filled day with all this trading and wheeling and dealing going on. Get me all excited for that NFL draft on April 29th. Not that kind of excited, Phil. Take it easy. Gila Ben Mike says, got my appointment for my Fauci ouchie.
That's funny.
Nice.
That's good.
I like that. I don't know where you got that, but I like it. The Fauci ouchie, April 7th. And he says, I'm getting me some Moderna. Randy, can you give us an antelope kill call in honor of GCU?
Well, absolutely. They're no longer in the tournament, but hey, they went out on good terms. They made it to the tournament first time in history. So what did you hear the Antelopes trying to do to those Hawkeyes? Kill call.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to adopt that as a thing or not, but we should send a copy of that over and see how they we'll get Barry Butel on the show and we'll see what's what with that.
Is it worth talking about the recent GCU news?
No.
Okay.
Why we didn't do that?
I'm just
Ukla the Mock says, Randy, you other 2 asshats. It's gonna get dark again tonight, radio pal.
Yeah.
What the hell, Ukla? Charlie Boy says, sorry, Phil, it's not the J&J vaccine. I got to get another dose in a couple of weeks.
Oh, no need to apologize. I was wondering aloud.
LL Cool Bean says, got my first vaccine shot last night. Oh, yeah. Thundar the Santa Barbarian says, Randy keeps talking about Gardner Minshew coming to Arizona. Does that mean Kyler Murray is a short timer?
Here's one for you.
He's talking about as a backup. By the way, guys, let me just remind everybody something. You're not really hearing from, government officials and stuff like that. Just you get vaccinated, that's great. But that also means we still have to be careful. There's some nasty variants around out there that are not covered by the Pfizer or the Moderna shot. So you still want to be careful and take care of yourself. The other thing is you are now somebody who can carry the virus to somebody else who isn't vaccinated. So you got to be careful with that too. So we still all need to work on being careful, but the more people who get vaccinated, the more lives that get saved, the more ratings this show has. And that's all that really matters. So follow the bouncing ball to our ratings because that's all that really matters. So
that's true.
So anyways, yes, congratulations, get yourself vaccinated, but also let's all still be careful out there. 888-368-1580. Fish Tank says there is no way they take a quarterback. It's Tua's team. Are you that confident?
I was going to say, is that a statement of hope or is that a statement of fear?
Yeah, I want to know, Fish Tank, are you that confident? Good Cat says, I attended a 40th birthday party last weekend. Between 10 of us, we drank 13 bottles of wine and 2 bottles of High West rye. Somehow we ended up jumping in the pool. Dumping the recycling the next day was a bastard during a hangover. Oh, that's right. The clang, 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 clang. That'll get your headache going. Mr. Pringle says, Randy said the Dolphins may pass on a quarterback for either offense or defense. That is brilliant assessment.
I said an elite offensive or defensive player is what I said. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I thought it, but I was not going to say it.
Your
the
mom
team
says
with the most points win.
Your mom says, Randy really nailed that one. Dolphins will either take a wide receiver or an offensive or defensive player. Thanks, Mel Kiper Jr.
Elite offensive or defensive player. Correct.
Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, you just had a good 15-second pineapple. Station was dead out there. Well, then I guess you missed the code to get your $1 million prize, Boomer Sooner. Sorry. Better luck next time.
Oh, so sorry.
I'm going to change my thing over during the break. Senior Wake and Bake says, Colts equal losers. Cards equal losers. Broncos equal losers. Niners equal nation.
Filthy animals, more like it.
Yeah, can't argue with that assessment. Jeez.
I can totally argue with that assessment.
Yeah.
It's almost undeniable.
I'm trying to give him a steely cold stare. Now you ruin it. I don't even have the concentration to give the kid. Elabin Mike says they just have lower efficacy. They still pretty much prevent hospitalization and death. Well, no, that's not true. Not against the Brazilian and what's the other one? Not
Panama,
not the UK,
Taiwan, UK, Zimbabwe,
Guatemala. Couple of nasty ones that they
Ethiopia.
Don't. Seriously, you got to read up on this stuff there. But yes, it's all get vaccinated. Everybody get vaccinated. The sooner this all gets done, the sooner we get to go have a remote broadcast. We get to see you guys. And the other part is there's some antivirals coming this summer that I'm really excited about. I think that will really mark the begin to normalcy. So anyways, we are taking a break. I'm switching over my stuff so I don't anymore. And it's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
You decided to upgrade your outdoor deck. So you ordered the essentials: a power washer, a set of patio chairs, and a shiny new grill. And you use your Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card, choosing to earn 3% cash back on online shopping and up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member, which you put towards your most essential deck addition, a bird feeder. Apply for yours at bankofamerica.com/more rewarding. Copyright 2020 Bank of America Corporation.
Hey there, homeowners. Are you experiencing pipe leaks? Is your water bill unexpectedly high, or are you suffering from low water pressure? These are signs of widespread pipe failure due to old, corroded, and shoddy pipes. Rerouting a pipe or other Band-Aid fixes are not the answer. Only a whole house repipe with brand new high-quality PEX or copper will permanently solve the problem. Repipe specialists. No more leaks and great water pressure. They've been doing this for over 25 years. Repipe in just 1 to 2 days at half the cost of a plumber with a lifetime guarantee. Say goodbye to leaks once and for all. Enjoy a pipe leak-free home and eliminate the risk of potential water damage. Call us today for your free in-home estimate. We'll even take 20% off our already low price and receive 0% interest when you call today. Call 888-380-7097. 888-380-7097. That's 888-380-7097.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100-plus degrees. 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com. Harmon Solar is an REC certified solar professional.
Hey, everybody, Mark Asher here. Did the quarantine 15 get you? Did you add a few extra LBs over the last 2 months? Well, if you did, I have the solution for you. Valley Medical Weight Loss. Their doctors and staff are amazing, and they have a safe and proven way for you to lose a quick 15 to 20 pounds or more if you need. They have 3 convenient locations in the Valley: Glendale on West Bell Road, Tempe on South McClintock, and Phoenix, 24th Street and Indian School. Call 602-441-3305 or go online, valleymedicalweightloss.com.
The games, the highlights, the exciting finishes.
Punch it down for two.
Premier games, the tournaments, the madness of March.
Three again, good again.
All the way to the championship in Indianapolis. Your home for the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship.
Oh, that's the cover.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Feed to JB, who soars to the rim.
The home of March Madness 2021.
The Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. And all right, we got the schedule. We know what's happening. Here's the rundown for this weekend's NCAA March Madness games. Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., the broadcast starts. You got Oregon State versus Loyola Chicago. Then after that, it's Villanova versus Baylor. Then Oral Roberts versus Arkansas. Then you got Syracuse versus Houston. That's your games here on Saturday. Sunday, Creighton is taking on number 1 Gonzaga. Florida State's got Michigan. After that, UCLA is taking on Bama. Hope they get their asses kicked. And UCLA, because UCLA is just bugging me. And Oregon is taking on USC Trojans. That is happening at 6:45 Sunday night. So there you go. Those are the games this weekend here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Fantastic. Can't wait. We'll be there for all the Oral and Villanova games possible.
If there's something you don't want to miss, it's the Oral versus Arkansas game. 888-368-1580. Before we move on to the next thing, I'll let Fish Tank have his final word. The question was, how confident are you that the Dolphins don't still take a quarterback with that pick? They're number 6 pick now. He says, I am confident. We spent a whole season sucking just to get to him. We're not going to abandon him unless we find out he's been touching the masseuses or something lately. Okay, fair enough. We shall see. I will laugh my ass off if they take a quarterback. Now it's in your head, though, isn't it, Fish Tank? Come on, you got to admit, it's a little bit in your head, isn't it? Mr. Pringle says, I'm still waiting on the Oral Roberts versus Moorhead State matchup. That'll be great. I wish that was possible. All right. So, okay.
And afterwards, there's a third round of Colgate.
Yes. Always you need to eat some Colgate
yes.
After that. All right. So yesterday we broke the news on this. Phil caught this off the wire, and we told you about the fact that first time in NBA history, every Gary in the National Basketball Association was involved in a trade yesterday. The NBA trade deadline was yesterday. Hottest commodity, who knew? Gary's. All of them. Every single one. Every active player named Gary was traded. Yeah, there's only 3. But still, that was weird. Gary Trent Jr. of the Trailblazers went to the Raptors. Gary Harris of the Nuggets was traded to the Magic. And then the Nuggets, like, we still need a Gary. We can't go short on Gary, so send us back a Gary, give us Gary Clark, and then we're all fine. So basically, the Nuggets and the Magic swapped Garys. I don't get it.
It's mystifying to me.
And if that wasn't weird enough for you, listen to this. Gary Trent Jr. had just played the 41st game of his third season when he was traded from the Trailblazers to the Raptors. In 1998, his dad, Gary Trent Sr., also traded from the Trailblazers to the Raptors, also just after playing the 41st game in his third season. I'm serious. Did they do this on purpose?
No, I can't see that. I can't see that.
There is one more Gary, but he's in the G League, the minor league for the NBA there. He did not get traded. It was Gary Payton Jr., who's with the Raptors affiliate. He's the son of Gary Payton. Remember him? And he's also the brother of Gary Payton Jr.
Wow.
He doesn't play professional basketball, though. Wait, so he had 2 sons named Gary. Yes,
it's like
Gary
Mike
Payton
Tyson
Sr. named 2 sons Gary. They're just 4 months apart.
Or rather,
with different mamas.
Yeah, that's like George Foreman.
Okay, now it makes sense. Yeah, okay.
So they're like baby mama twins? What do you call that? NBA twins.
Same
That's
name.
what you call that.
Same name, bro.
Yeah. So that was just weird. You have to wonder if it was on purpose. So of those players, yeah, no big deal, right? Not really. No big deal. None of those guys named Gary were great.
Right? No, I think probably. Well, Gary Harris, I believe, is more of a defensive specialist. He's really streaky when it comes to shooting. As far as or maybe. Geez, now all the Garys are messing up in my head now. I think, but anyways, yeah, none of them are superstars. A lot of them have promising upside, perhaps going on later. The one who moved from Portland to Toronto, I think he's probably going to be the most positive, optimistic looking player in this deal. If you remember last year in the playoffs and in the bubble, he looked very impressive. Hasn't done so as much this year, this season, but I think that he has a bright future.
Sun Devil Raul says, it mystifies me that you guys have a sports radio show. You're an insult to the sports radio industry.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate that. That's a high compliment. Randy?
Did that go as far as he thought it was?
I don't know what he was expecting, but we actually take that as a badge of honor. Thank you.
Exactly. Yeah, because we're not a sports talk radio show. We're three guys hanging around talking about sports and more of an entertainment show. Than a sports talk radio show. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. Fish Tank says, get out of my head, Jeffrey. Damn it. Now I'm like 95% sure the Dolphins aren't going to take a quarterback. I used to be 99% sure. Get out of my head.
Yep, that's what Jeffrey does. He takes up space in your head. You should charge him rent.
Watch it happen. Oh, I can't wait for the draft. Jed, I can't read that, but that's funny. Fed Fan says, what do you call that? I call it, you better get tested. What?
What do you call? Oh, with the Villanova and others.
Maybe she meant that for somebody else. I don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe it's a wrong text.
All I know is I don't want to see pictures of things that might need to get people tested. Jet says, this is the best pancake station on the damn radio.
Thank you.
Elvin Mike says, what a Richard. And he didn't say that way, but I'll say that for him. 888-368-1580. All right. So speaking of NBA, Lou Williams, he got traded to the Hawks, which was big news for Magic City Kitchen. Do you remember those guys? He violated the COVID protocols. He's like, I got to go to a funeral. They're like, all right, we'll see you. And then there's pictures of him at a strip club. He's like, I only went there for the wings. And now he's been traded to the Atlanta Hawks. And they could not be happier. He is coming to town. They posted up saying, hey, welcome home. Welcome home. Now, it was funny because the Buffalo Wild Wings try to get in on this. They're like, hey, come over and have some of our lemon, wings.
Lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, and Magic City Kitchen's like, no. It was ours. Don't even try it. Don't even try it, pal. And I guess a strip club, Magic City Kitchen. I'll tell you what, there's nothing better for business. Say Lou Williams or James Harden coming to town. Seriously,
a
strip club.
Yeah, we have our sister station, Money Radio 1510. I'm not allowed to give legal advice. I'm not a broker or anything. But please buy stock in Magic City Kitchen.
I think so.
Yeah, the stocks are going to go up. Everything, prices are going to be moving up. Nothing but positive outlooks from here on out for that particular establishment. Buy low, buy now, because you won't be able to get in later.
Yeah, just trust us on this. There's going to be a lot of business there now. Fighting Wampa says Oscar De La Hoya just announced he's coming out of retirement to fight in July. Wonder if he'll be unretiring his negligee as well. I had Oscar De La Hoya on the show a couple of years ago, and he was a decent guy to talk to, dressed normally.
Was he at this current state in time? Was he a boxer or promotion?
Promoting. Yeah, he's probably just hanging out because we had Sugar Ray Leonard on. So of course he's like, I want to be on the show too. This is over in Southern California, and he just seemed like a pretty decent guy and all that stuff. But I don't know this is a good idea. Who is he coming out of retirement to box? Because he's old as hell now. He's not somebody who needs to be boxing, or is just one of those charity things or something. Give me some more information on that one. Large Marge says, happy Friday, guys. Don't sell yourselves short. You're a tremendous slouch. Thank you. That's all we're asking for, is that kind of The Jet says, in that case, did Harry Richard get traded yesterday? No, Jet. I'm not doing that. Moist One says, Jeffrey in my head. Yes, Jeffrey is in my head, and I hope he's got a condom because I got a dirty mind. All right. Thank you for that. Fed Fan says, lemon pepper Lou.
Yeah.
Thundar the Santa Barbarian says, hey, Fish Tank, don't worry. At least the Dolphins didn't bring in Carson Wentz to lead them to the promised land after Philip Rivers failed to do the same. Then again, no team would really do that, would they? Shut up, Thundar. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing about your team.
Okay, so Oscar De La Hoya announced that he is coming out of retirement to fight on July 3rd. De La Hoya's opponent was not named. That according to ESPN Ringside on Twitter.
What's the point of that? I mean, I just don't understand. Is he just not feeling like people are talking about him enough because Mike Tyson is out doing stuff and they're trying to get a deal with old Earless?
Yeah. Did you see that Mike Tyson, how much he made for that non-exhibition exhibition? And just going in there and just throwing a couple punches, taking a couple to the chest, no headshots, nada, all this.
There's only
it's good money if you can make it.
A handful of guys who can come out of retirement like that and actually command that sort of a price tag because of the audience that'll follow. Oscar De La Hoya, I don't think is that guy. Mike Tyson, well, what? Yeah, that gets your attention because of just the history. But Oscar, not so much. I don't think so. Not so much.
He's not very mainstream. Mike Tyson, he goes to the regular person. You go and my mom would know who Mike Tyson is. Oscar De La Hoya, she probably think he's from a telenovela.
I guess according to DAZN, back on February 10th, Oscar De La Hoya was granted his boxing ID. So this has been in the works for some time. This is not something just flash in the pan. He must have been thinking about this for some time now.
So you need like a picture ID to do
I'm just reading what it says here on DAZN.com. Oscar De La Hoya granted boxing ID ahead of comeback.
All right. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens next. But I don't know that that's the best idea for that guy. But I guess everybody wants to feel relevant. Chamoy says Niners just put the NFC on notice for the next 5 years. Okay, Chamoy. So who are they taking? Who are they taking at quarterback then? Which one of the other guys do you think they're going to take? Because the Jaguars are taking the hair boy. That's just a done deal. You could just you could lock that one down. So who are the Niners taking that will put the NFL on notice for 5 years? Which guy is it?
It's more than likely going to be Trey Lance, but of course the biggest cog in this, and it's very dangerous, so it's quite confusing, is that the Jets still stay there at number 2, and by all accounts, it still sounds like they're going to get rid of Sam Darnold somewhere, and probably still try maybe to get Deshaun Watson. Now, Deshaun Watson, of course, remember he listed out his teams as the top 2 teams that he wanted was the Broncos, and who cares? But it wasn't the Jets. And so, but if they have a possibility of landing Deshaun Watson, and maybe with the recent legal obligations and allegations that he's dealing with right now, maybe his eyes have opened and his scope has opened, and he'll allow himself to go to the Jets, maybe, and that would be an interesting place for him to land.
Fed Fan says Oscar is going to fight on your wife's birthday, Jeffrey. How do you know my wife's birthday off the top of your head? That's strange. Baker's Cocky Hen says, I work at a job where I see a lot of interesting names, real names here. A couple of my favorites so far, a man named, okay, well, that's not how you pronounce it, bitch ho. But he says the first name is actually pronounced Rich. See? Thank you, Baker's Cocky Hens. Good Cat says, any news on the WNBA? Okay, stop it. Stop with the names. We are not going down that road, but that's kind of funny, Good Cat. Sparrow Square says, Oscar De La Hoya is going to fight Layla Ali. Probably for the last pair of fishnets, but I don't think they're going to fight in a ring. Ukulamak says, the Niners are going to take Mitch Trubisky. Boogie says, Wilson and Fields go 2 and 3.
Maybe. I don't know.
Moist One says maybe they know the Jets are going to do because of Robert Saleh there.
Yeah, Wilson feels like he'll be up there, but I don't know about Fields being number 3. I think Trey Lance might be more. He's certainly more volatile. Nobody really knows what he can do, and he'll be one of the highest BYU quarterbacks or selections even ever taken. But it's still it'll be an interesting quarterback take up there at number 3.
Royale with Cheese says, I met a Hugh Jass once. Yeah, okay, I get it. Baker's Cocky Hen says, no, really, it was pronounced bitch. It just didn't want you to say Bick. So it was pronounced like rich, bitch. So there you go. Thanks, Baker's Cocky Hens. Thank you. All right, so let's move on and talk about some other stuff that's going on in the NFL. Leonard Fournette has gone back to the Buccaneers. He's re-signed with those guys, or at least he's going to. The Seahawks have brought back Carlos Dunlap. And okay, so that's I guess good for them. Made Russ Wilson very, very happy. And Marshawn Lattimore of the New Orleans Saints, well, he's in I think he's in jail, or did he get out? Well, he got arrested because he was in a car that got pulled over, and then they're like, "Hey, you got any firearms?" Yes, I do. And then they're like, "Hey, do you know this is stolen?" So yeah, I mean, I can get it. You forget you've got a gun in your luggage. I understand that, but he had a loaded firearm with him in the car, and he was arrested for carrying a concealed weapon, failure to notify. Yeah,
so he didn't say yes when
he
they
didn't
asked
say
him.
the cop, I have a gun. They had to frisk him to find it, and then he's like, well, this is stolen. So yeah, I don't know where he currently is at right now. But trouble is where he's at. 888-368-1580. We got to take a break. Berg says, afternoon, guys. Suck it, Phil. This is Friday, March 26th. How does the date relevant?
So I'm only to suck it on March 26th going forward. I think that's a compromise I can take.
Mr. Pink Eye thinks that Clubber Lang should come out of retirement. Good Cat says, this is a serious story. At my last job, one of our customers changed his name to Fist Fight. Ironically, 8 months later, he died in a bar fight. That is an amazing story if it is indeed true. I'll take your word for it. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk some more NFL stuff. There's been some moves and some shakes and some other things. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Everybody, Mark Asher, about to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends that have used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time, and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now, you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
You decided to upgrade your outdoor deck. So you order the essentials: a power washer, a set of patio chairs, and a shiny new grill. And you use your Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card, choosing to earn 3% cash back on online shopping and up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member, which you put towards your most essential deck addition, a bird feeder. Apply for yours at bankofamerica.com/more rewarding. Copyright 2020 Bank of America Corporation.
You might not know it, but your small business IT systems can leave you and your customers vulnerable. At Affinity Technology, we provide peace of mind by ensuring your computer systems are working and are safe from hackers and outside threats. We solve technology problems for small business. No confusing tech talk or black box setups. If it plugs in, we work with it. Contact us today at atechaz.com. That's atechaz.com. Affinity Technology. These last few months have reinforced just how unpredictable the world is increasingly becoming. Right now, we're seeing market highs in the face of economic lows. Professional investors are wisely positioning their portfolios to protect against possible market downturns while still benefiting from the current bull market. So should you. Register for Online Trading Academy's complimentary 3-hour class, Protection from the Election. This new class will explore strategies to protect wealth from instability and capture profits during both bull and bear cycles. Call 844-877-2337 to reserve your complimentary seat in protection from the election. Space is limited and all COVID safety measures will be followed. Classes are available in Scottsdale, Chandler, or Peoria. Call 844-877-2337 or text OTA to 31996. Again, call 844-877-2337 or text OTA to 31996.
This is Dale Hellestrade from my friends at Constructors Bonding. If you need bonds, you can put your trust in Arizona's industry leader for the best service, rates, terms, and capacity anywhere. Constructors Bonding is the #1 writer with 14 sureties and will improve your bond program. Call Dave McKee today to learn how Constructors Bonding will perform for you. 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 or visit cbialliance.com.
The Fanatic.
Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. Want to welcome a new sponsor to the radio station, Ncaa Japanese Steakhouse in Scottsdale. And I've been there before. That is the place I told you guys where I got the Japanese version of Guinness. And it was pretty dang good. But they do a whole lot more than just Japanese booze. They got some great Asian cuisine over there. Nobody does it better than these guys. They do something called teppanyaki. And there's 30 different types of teppanyaki items and combinations you can choose from. They have some good stuff like the Friends with Benefits roll. Not what you think it is, Moist One. They got the Rebel roll and all sorts of great food. I got to tell you, they got some chefs there that are just on fire. They're amazing. It's like dinnertainment is what they call it. And everything there at the table is a whole lot of fun. They prepare the food for you right there. And, you get yourself in them Kasai sake bombers or try that Red Sun cocktail they've got there. Lots of great food and lots of fun. Great place for a first date, Phil. If you get a gal, take a gal over there and show her a good time. And then if you're just having a night on the town or something with your buddies or whatever, happy hour is always really great there from 4 to 6:30 p.m. They got the teppanyaki, the sushi, and a whole lot of damn fun.
You told them that contingent upon us allowing them to sponsor us and everything else, that they needed to give us steak each and every day at precisely
That's not
3
how this
3 p.m.
works, Phil. This is not how this works.
I expect steak now from now on.
I did hint around with Radio Ron that we like steak, but this is a station sponsor. It's not just a Daily Blender sponsor. It's a station sponsor. So we'll be lucky if we get in on that list. But, well, you guys, you can get on the list easily. You just call them up at 480-607-1114. Better yet, just remember this, KasaiScottsdale.com. That's KASAI Scottsdale.com. And it's a great place. Great food and great drinks. Having a lot of fun. 888-368-1580. Rye Guy says, it's way creepy that listeners know anything personal about you guys, like wives' birthdays. It's really creepy.
Well, you guys all know. Yeah, you guys all know that I wear a Speedo in my day-to-day life.
You won't shut the hell up about it.
And listen, the people are clamoring to know about it.
Nobody's clamoring. But Fed Fan is just a very thoughtful woman, and she hears those things. Women are great at remembering birthdays and anniversaries and stuff like that. Us men, not so much. Not creepy. If I've said it out loud on the air, that's my fault. Ukle the Mock says, my Texans need to take... Okay, stop it with the names. I'm not reading those names. Boomer Sooner says, I think Adam Schefter reports Dolphins trade Niners a second-round pick for Josh Rosen. Ooh.
Could be. Josh Rosen is clearly one of the best backup quarterbacks ever in the history of the NFL.
I think at that point, all you have to do is send over a bus pass. And just just drive him right over there. By the way, we told you about Marshawn Lattimore and getting pulled over having a loaded gun, and it happened to be stolen. He says through his lawyer, it was just a misunderstanding. Okay. Well, we'll see. I'm not going to say it's not. I'm not going to say he's lying. I'm going to say it's not true. I would just have to guess. We'll just see what happens. I don't know what the NFL is going to do about all this. He's a good player. He was the first round the draft pick for the Saints back in 2017. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler, and I don't know anything about him other than his play on the field, but I hope it's just a misunderstanding. I mean, it'd be nice. By the way, speaking of either misunderstandings or something worse, the Deshaun Watson case, I'm sure you guys have noticed, been a little bit quiet lately. Nobody's really saying much. That is because nobody's really saying much. The Houston Police Department says no evidence against Deshaun Watson has been submitted yet. They said there's nothing's been brought to us. Nobody's been called. Though nothing has happened. No new lawsuits have been filed since this whole flurry of them happened. A total of 24 women who have stepped forward and said, "Yeah, Deshaun Watson, there, he's a touchy-feely son bitch there." And so that's where we're at. Nothing is happening. So
kind of weird.
Yeah, all this noise, all this flurry, and then suddenly nothing. I don't know quite what to make of that. Although, legal entities, it takes time to put together the lawsuits. It takes time to have depositions,
part of that,
take affidavits, and it takes time. But it didn't seem to take them any time to go out there and scream to the media, Deshaun Watson, he's in trouble. He's done stuff. So
yeah, 2 more each and every day, just layering them out each and every day, 2 more. But what's part of why it's weird, I would think, is they said and that they would have filings and information sent to the police department by Monday of this week. And as of yesterday, that is what I saw of reporting. The police department has said, no, nothing's been sent to us even as of yet. So that's, I think, another reason why it's so weird that in spite of everything that they've said, they have yet to go on their word that they said that they would. It's a lot of song and dance, it feels like.
Thing is about that whole lawyer guy there is what's his real motivation? What is the real motivation here? Now, listen, there is pretty good chance. I'm okay, maybe not a pretty good chance, but there is a chance Deshaun Watson is evil as hell. And now this is how this thing is going to go down. That's how we're going to find out, and he's going to get dealt with. Or there is a chance somebody in the shadows is just out to get him, besmirch his name. Look, we're near a trade deadline. Let's flurry all this stuff out there to make it look like a bad idea. Let's embarrass and humiliate him. Let's we'll make him pay, that sort of thing. So I don't know. You would think the police would have something by now. It wouldn't that be in the interests of justice? Getting them, okay, well, let's work on getting these guys what they need. Let's put this guy in jail. It's just, I'm telling you from the very beginning, this whole thing seems a little bit fishy. And then the other part of this that's interesting is, of course, Deshaun Watson, through his lawyers, he has said that I've never forced anybody to do anything, but he's not said those things never happen. So,
well, they have come forward and said that they're at least one that they feel they have strong evidence against that would make it seem as if it's a baseless claim.
Okay.
So there is that, and I know that when this initially came out, Deshaun Watson himself took to social media and said that these are not true, that there's no truth in them whatsoever, and that he looks forward to clearing his name in court. So there is some form of denial there.
Well, what I'm saying is I think that some things did happen, but it's expected those were consensual. At least that's the point of view of Deshaun Watson. So I guess I don't know. I mean,
well, also it's kind
prostitution is against the law. So basically, instead of these girls coming up and being victims, they're hookers. I don't know which it is. I don't know what's going on here, but this sudden flurry and no evidence going to the police. And if this is a thing to embarrass, then he's got to admit, yes, I liked the happy ending at the masseuse. I did. And I didn't use the team masseuses because, well, they don't do that sort of thing. But I frequented all these different massage parlors because I enjoy a happy ending. And that's going to embarrass him. It's going to be a bad thing. I just think that by now they would have some evidence. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I never want to come out on the other side like victim shaming or saying that some poor girl who has been assaulted is lying. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the whole thing just seems a little weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, seems a little odd. We'll find out, I'm sure.
Thundar, the Center Barbarian, says, is misunderstanding the runner-up to miscongeniality? You are correct. Fed Fan says, I find it ironic that somebody thinks I'm creepy just because I have a good memory. It's like magic. Uku the Mock says, Watson's lawyer defended Clemens. Enough said. Sorry. Because Watson's lawyer defended Roger Clemens, you think that means that Deshaun Watson is guilty? That's an odd point of view there. Mr. Wilbur says, please tell me the 49ers are not positioning themselves to send the 3rd overall pick to the Texans for Watson, and they'll do it right before the NFL draft starts. So it gives them a month to let some of this Watson nonsense blow over. I can't tell you anything because I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I feel like you would need to do more than that for Watson, wouldn't you? There'd be more pieces there for that.
They're not going to take the 3rd overall pick.
Just
if it was the 1st overall pick, some cash, future picks. Yeah. I mean, they would probably start looking at that, but the 3rd overall pick of this year's draft now, that's not going to replace a franchise quarterback like Deshaun Watson. Just not going to happen.
Fish Tank says Sammy Watkins to the Raiders.
No, to the Ravens.
He says, oops, the Ravens. My bad. Yeah. He just typed that in there.
That's hilarious.
I love voice to text there. 888-368-1580. And what time is it? I don't have my clock.
It's 52. It's almost 53.
See, I don't want to make the same mistake I made the other day where we ended up finding ourselves in this big, deep conversation. And then I was like, oh, show's over. So I just wanted to make sure I was in the right place there. But here's a little something to tell you what's going on with Zach Wilson. Urban Meyer skipped his pro day. Didn't even go watch him. That tells you everything you need to know. That tells you everything you need to know because they are keeping the number 1 pick. Hairboy Trevor Lawrence is going to stay with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that's the end of that. Can we all agree to that now? Yeah. That right there is a pretty good tell.
I didn't think there was ever a question about it.
Yeah, I don't. I think if you're betting or something, I think your safest pick is on the board. If you're looking to bet the NFL draft, go ahead and just bet at whatever odds are against it that they're going to be picking Trevor Lawrence number 1 overall.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, I think he's saying Watson is innocent since lawyers repped cheating Clemens. It's interesting. Fed Fan, I think she probably knows about this, that this model was offered $70,000 to blackmail Novak Djokovic. Somebody was trying to blackmail him over something. So they were trying to pay her a bunch of money to contribute in that. And of course she said, no, I'm not doing that. And, but see, it just shows there sometimes people in the shadows do try to pull some strings. But again, we find out the other way. To hell with Deshaun Watson, and I hope he dies miserable. But so far, innocent until proven guilty, right? Baker's Cocky Hen says, so Ravens will suck as their quarterback can't hit the side of a barn with his throws.
Oh, calm down.
Boy, can he take a dump and run away like the beast, right? Ukla said, I think he's guilty, but as usual, lawyers are going to defend anybody. Large Marge says, just shows poor judgment for a guy in that position. Random Texture says, what's really ironic is if these allegations are true, Deshaun Watson paid for happy endings, but the end result won't be so happy. You are correct, sir. Fighting Wampa says, 49ers are officially out of the Deshaun Watson trade rumors. I'm pretty sure in the NFL, you can only trade up to 3 years in advance for your draft picks, and they don't have those anymore. Miami does. That's interesting, but let me throw this out there. Can't you trade a player for draft picks? Can't you throw in some other little dog?
You throw in cash considerations, other players.
Throw in Nick Bosa right there, and that's a pretty good haul.
So there might be other things that can be done fighting Wampa, but I hear what you're saying. 888-368-1580. So let's give your daily dose of man law. Here we go from the upcoming Manstitution of the United States of America. Article 2, basic manliness. This is section 20. A real man shall not take selfies unless it's to prove that he is where he says he is to a woman or to prove something awesome just happened to his friends.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good law.
If your lady's not sure, if you're telling the truth, just click. See, I told you, honey, I'm at the hardware store. Or if, let's say I ran into Chuck Norris and we were arm wrestling, I'll take the picture just to show you guys.
What about
outside of that? No selfies.
But what about for Boogie?
Well, no, that one counts. And besides, Boogie's not doing selfies. He's having his kids take that photo because he knows. Okay. He knows the manly way. He knows that the best pictures are usually taken by somebody else, not you, at an arm's length like this. So I can't wait. Somebody let me know when Boogie's picture gets up there. I'm excited. All right, guys, that is 1 hour down and 1 to go. We got some more man talk on the way for you. More NFL, more NBA, just, more. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Last night's sleep? Interrupted by pain? Tonight, silence it. With new ZQL Night Pain. Restful sleep, now with powerful pain relief. ZQL Night Pain combines America's #1 sleep aid with a maximum strength pain reliever. So you can fall asleep fast and wake feeling rested, because pain should never get in the way of a great night's sleep. New ZQL Night Pain. Silence pain. Sleep soundly. Available at retailers near you.
Dale Hellestrey here to talk to you about my friend Mike Sheehan with the Sheehan Real Estate Group and My Home Group. If you're in the market for buying or selling a home, he's going to tell you what you already know. Supply is low. Demand is high. That's where the Sheehan Group comes in to make sure you don't settle on the first home, but find that perfect home. For buying or selling, give them a call at Sheehan Group, 602-740-4818 for your real estate needs. They're your teammate in real estate.
Everybody, Mark Asher, back to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends that have used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time, and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now, you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
Pack your bags for an amazing trip. And our resort, a short walk away from shopping and fine dining. No, let's try this again. Honey, I booked the vacation of our dreams. No, getaway. Yes. Okay, honey, I booked the getaway of our... Hey, sweetie, I'm home. Oh, here goes. Hey, hon, I got a surprise for you.
No matter how you say it, your luxury oasis is just a short drive away to Hermosa Beach, California. Relax in one of Hermosa Oasis's beautifully appointed apartment home retreats. Take in our ocean breezes, panoramic sunset views, or stroll along 20 miles of oceanfront strand. All of our beach homes offer fully equipped kitchens, crisp linens, plus beach towels, chairs, and umbrellas, along with cable TVs and wireless internet throughout the home and oceanfront patio. You don't have to wait until summer to bask in the warmth of the California sun. Visit hermosaoasis.com. That's hermosaoasis.com. Save extra with off-season rates. Now, anytime is a great time to get away. Visit hermosaoasis.com.
Contractors need bonds, and the professionals at Constructors Bonding have been Arizona's leading surety management team for 40 years. We don't just deliver bonds, we make your bonding better. As the #1 producer with 14 markets, Constructors Bonding has the relationships and expertise to get you better capacity, better rates, and better terms. For better bonding, call Dave Ncaa at Constructors Bonding at 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929. Or visit cbialliance.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Phil there in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale, and you guys are on the Summit Mail Medical text line, 888-368-1580. I got to say, I am getting so excited for football season. All these moves in the draft. I can't wait for the draft to happen. And then it's 4 months away from the first actual official game of the NFL. And boy, I don't know what I'm going to do with these 4 months. They're going to crawl. Hopefully they'll go fast. But I got to say, Jim Nantz, he did get re-signed with CBS, by the way. He is the Tom Brady of CBS, meaning he is only taking $7 million a year. And he's, he had to sit there and watch Tony Romo walk in and get $17.5 million a year. And Jim Nance is a smart man, though. He does the Masters coverage. He does the the golf on the CBS. Hello, friends. And then he does the NFL and all that stuff. But he's got a side hustle. I'm not saying he's driving Uber, but he's got a clothing line. He's got like a golf apparel and stuff like that. He's making the most of his situation. He's not getting whiny or upset about the fact that Tony Romo's getting $17.5 million. I'm sure his new agreement probably going to be more than the $6.5 million he was making before. But he's like, hey, I want to be at CBS. This is where I'm at. This is where my brand is. He's like, I'm not even talking seriously with the other networks. Just make a deal for golf and college basketball and the NFL, and we'll just stay here, stay home at CBS. And
so he's also the voice of the Titleist, so he does all the Titleist commercials.
Right. So he's going to be fine. On the surface, though, I remember when Tony Romo got his ginormous deal, and I'm thinking, how about a little something more for Nance? Because Nance is a million times the voice, the personality. He's brilliant. He's a brilliant man. And I just didn't understand. It was almost like a slap in the face to see Tony Romo get $17.5 million while Nance is getting $6.5 million for everything he does, not just the NFL games. So basically, you're going to give Tony Romo an extra $11 million because he's sitting next to you just talking about football. In the meantime, you still have to do research on golf. You still have to do research on college basketball. You still have to do all the work and research on the NFL. So doing 3 or 4 times the work, but getting $11 million less, that can't feel good.
Yeah, well, I think Jim Nance is just the epitome of a professional. He is a wonderful human being, a wonderful man, and like you said, he's the Tom Brady of CBS. He's the Tom Brady of broadcasting. He doesn't need to go. Hey, how much money can you actually spend? I mean, you're going to get $17 million. All right, let's break that down. Tony Romo is what, 40?
All of it.
He's 40 years old, and he had how many millions from the Cowboys, and now he's getting 17 million from CBS. How much money
I can find a few ways to spend all that.
All of it, Randy.
How much do you need?
All of it.
Jeffrey would own a baking corporation.
Yeah. Ooh, yes. You know what? I think I'm going to try the bacon in the air fryer this week.
Okay.
I think I'm going to actually do it. There is a fire hazard, as you guys have alerted me, but I'm going to try it anyway. I want to try it. I just want to see. I just want to see.
Jeffrey would have all that money to crowdfund himself personally, having the first person to have an active stomach pump. So that way he can nonstop eat bacon and then constantly enjoy it, but then it goes out.
Active stomach pump.
Yes, it goes in. It's like
the stomach sump.
Yes.
You just have that thing and you sit there and eat, and it just like quietly.
Yeah, it takes it out.
It's not even poo. It's just like a bypass. That's not a bad idea. Thinking surgery probably in order. I don't know if I like that idea.
Yeah.
Ukla says, you're Romo to Randy's Nance, radio pal. What are you talking about? He had a $15 million contract signed the other last year.
Yeah.
Bite My Kebab says, seems to me the best fit for Deshaun Watson would be the New England Patriots. They have cap space. And they could use a starting quarterback. They're used to dealing with controversy. And the owner of the team could introduce him, to the local massage parlor gals who don't
Jupiter.
talk.
Yeah.
That does seem like a pretty good fit. Thundar the Santa Barbarian says, thank you for that horrifying image, Phil.
You are welcome.
Good Cat says, if I had Romo's money, I'd buy a whiskey distiller and live there until all the casks were empty. Well, that's impossible because they'll keep refilling those things in a distillery. Navy Brad says, is Deshaun Watson part of the Robert Kraft spa tour? I think he is
Could
now.
be.
If he's not taking it, I don't know what he's doing. Anyways, I just wanted to say good on Jim Nance for being a professional and a good guy, making his money where he makes his money and not looking over at the other guy's stuff, and getting bitter about it. Because a lot of guys would. A lot of guys would lose their minds. I hope he did well on his re-sign. As soon as I know what's going on with that, I think you'll have a better idea of what's going on with Nance, because he's on those credit card commercials now with Charles Barkley and Samuel Jackson and Spike Lee, and now they got Jim Nance on those too. So
well, there you go.
He's doing
okay. Yeah.
888-368-1580. And oh, by the way, this is exciting. I don't want to get morbid because people get mad when I talk about death. And my wife especially. I wanted to have a charity mini golf tournament called the second annual, that would be the first one we do, the second annual Jeffrey O'Brien Memorial Mini Golf Classic. And not that I'm dead, I just want to be remembered. That's why we call it the memorial. And then and my wife was like, I don't like when you joke about dying. And it has bothered other people as well. And so I understand the sensitivities, but this I have to talk about. I have talked about in the past what I want to have happen if I die. I want to get cremated. I want to take split the ashes in half, put half of them in a little wooden box so I can have a tombstone and you can bury me there. And on the headstone say, Jeffrey O'Brien, in real small letters, all flowery, where you have to get up real close to read what it says. You're going to say, hey, you're standing on my head. And oh my God. And so then they'll jump back.
Yeah.
And then the other thing with the other half of my ashes, I want those distributed evenly between 10 fireworks. And then I have a big party where you shoot the fireworks up and, I get to go out like that. Awesome.
And you
right?
just rain down on society in that area.
Hopefully the wind's going the opposite direction of the party,
that
but
horrifying.
If it's going the other way, I don't think I'd have somebody go, just lick the finger and see which way the wind is going before you launch the fireworks. And I thought that was epic. Originally, it was going to be one firework. Then I thought, if it's a dud, that's a really bad commentary on my life, So 10 fireworks. So that's now I may have changed my mind or just changed my mind about how I want to be set on fire. Okay.
What changed your mind?
Okay. We can all agree there's probably no cooler funeral than a Viking funeral.
Yes.
Where
that's one where they draw the bow and they put you adrift on the sea, and then the flaming fire.
It can be done that way or on a pyre, where which is a stack of wood and like it's all squared, and then you put you on top and that you just burn there. Or they put you in a boat, they set it on fire from a distance, and that's cool too. Either way. Well, problem is Viking funerals, they're illegal everywhere in the United States. There's 2 spots in Colorado where you can burn people's remains outdoors, but they only allow like 12 of those a year. But that could be changing. Maine is considering a bill right now that would legalize Viking funerals and, quote, open air crematoriums. And the only requirement is you have to do them through nonprofits that have at least 20 acres of space, because nobody needs you drifting over into their yard. So
I could see that. Yeah.
Kind of like that idea. Isn't that kind of awesome? What an epic
So you
way
want to
to
have
go
a
out.
Viking funeral? I don't understand what the connection is here.
Well, I'm just saying, here's what you do. First, Viking funeral, not in the boat, because then you can't get the ashes, but burn me right there, and then split the ashes, do the fireworks, and bury the other half of me. Bam!
Oh, I see. In addition to the fireworks and the splitting of the ashes.
So you want your pyre and to be eaten too.
Nobody wants it. No, what? Eat me? No, you can eat me, but no, I don't need it. I don't want it. They're going to check the wind. They're going to check the wind so the firework of me doesn't blow into people's faces. I promise.
I have
it's
a
not going to be
feeling
like Big Lebowski.
When it comes to that, you're not going to be worried about the wind direction.
I won't be, but it'll be written into my wishes. Also, my wife is promised to wear a very sexy dress and then come running and is screaming and bawling in Spanish, "Ay, papi," and drape herself over my casket. That's a must.
But you're not going to have a casket because you're going to go out in a Viking funeral.
It's over the fireworks.
And then you're going to be blown into pieces, and then the last piece of you is going to be buried in a grave.
I'm sorry. Follow the bouncing ball first.
Okay. All right.
I'll be in a casket right there in a thing, and there's a memorial service. Okay. And,
so you want to have the memorial? Okay.
And she drapes herself over the coffin, just screaming, crying, like in a telenovela. And then you wheel me out to the Viking funeral.
Yeah.
And then you take the ashes, split them in half, bury a hot part of me so I can do the tombstone thing. And then the other ashes, fire them off with a
now I have
fireworks.
a question. I have a question. Randy White, 1580, the Fanatic.
Yes, go ahead.
You're going to be in a casket made of wood, I'm assuming.
Or cardboard. I don't know. I'm not. I ain't fancy in
All right. So how do we know where the casket ends and you begin?
Does it matter? It all.
Well, I don't want to be buried. Listen, you're my friend. I don't want to be burying my buddy and part of his casket too.
Well, you'd be burying me in the casket, so it'd be there with me either way.
We're not burying the casket. You're clearly saying
you
put
are
the casket on a boat and set it adrift and shoot the arrow and.
I don't think you're listening. We're not doing the boat thing. It's just going to be the funeral pyre right there.
Oh, all right.
So you're going to be this. If you're worried about this, when you reel me out to the Viking funeral part, just pop open the casket, take me out, throw me on the thing there, and or put in like a metal thing. That way, when there's
so kind of put you in one of those roaster pans. Is that what you're saying? Like a human size roaster pan, like I put like briskets and stuff in. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If they don't legalize the Viking funeral, put me in a giant air fryer.
This is the most Johnny Depp funeral I've ever heard, where everything's just outrageously expensive. And I
got to work on my will this weekend.
Yeah, he had Johnny Depp had a funeral pyre a funeral for a friend where his friend desired to be shot out of a cannon.
That's Hunter Thompson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hunter Thompson. He did the cannon thing. No, I'm not trying to build a giant cannon to scare all the neighbors. I just listen. I have laid out my wishes, and I just want you guys to make sure that that's what happened.
Yeah, this is public record now.
Yeah. Prison Wallet says wanting facts about something is not victim shaming. Watson, he's going to the 49ers, I think. Baker's Cocky Hen says Phil can't eat you unless you put the ashes in the toilet. What? Oh, Phil can't eat me unless you put the ashes on the toilet.
Right.
Thundar the Santa Barbarian says, so Jeffrey wants to make an ash of himself one last time. Aha. Navy Brad says, for me, burial at sea. One last time underway on a Navy ship. Can they do that? Is that a thing where, as a veteran, if you die, can they cart you back out to the ocean and dump you? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I mean, who's to say that it's not like a weekend at Bernie's where you just, oh, yes, me and my husband are here on a cruise and oops. Oh, where's Jeffrey? Oh, I don't know.
You get the weekend at Bernie's me into that. That'd be a cheap way to go, but I have other plans. Baby Got Dak says, happy Friday, everybody. Phil, our family business makes cardboard boxes for dead bodies. I've had to lie in those things to test them out.
Oh, no, boy. I wasn't digging at it, but I just find it hilarious. They just said he's not picky, and then all the cardboard boxes, you can put them in a couple of Guinness boxes for all.
Heelvin Mike says, unless you use an accelerant, wood alone will not completely burn the bones. Hey, I don't care. A little accelerant, whatever it takes, get some Kingsford, spray it all over. I don't care. Navy Brad says, yes, you can. You'll be cremated first, but then they'll take your ashes out there and give you the burial at sea. Wow, that's amazing. Heelvin Mike says, yeah, don't worry. They'll find your teeth. Boogie says, every United States Navy veteran can have a burial at sea free of charge. That is kind of cool.
Wow,
that's great to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Bob Shrirsky says, yeah, I'm not sure if it's wise or safe for that matter there to get fire anywhere near your corpse, Randy's, or half the fourth dimensions with all the alcohol you peoples consume. There's a huge fire hazard.
Yeah, that is true. We were talking accelerant a moment ago, and I'm thinking to myself,
no need.
I don't think so. We're so drenched in whiskey. We'll go up like a barbecue grill. Just
that's why they're putting me in.
My wife lights the candles for dinner. Yeah. Oh, not too close, honey.
Yeah.
Moist one says, perfect way for a flamer to go out. Don't you homophobe hate on me. King of Kittens sends a photo. Miles L. I'm confused. Here's what it says. Today at work, a food delivery guy dropped off butternut squash lunch pizza from True Food Kitchen for Miles, but nobody named Miles works here. I told the dude, this ain't for us. Nobody here ordered this. He checked his phone. Nope, this is the address. This is where it goes. He got in his car and he left. I guess I'll be having this for dinner tonight. But why would you want a butternut squash lunch pizza? That sounds disgusting. But here he sent a picture of it to show it's true. So if Miles Ells is listening, wondering where his food went, King of Kittens got it. Boomer Sooner says, after much thought, I think Deshaun Watson is getting screwed. That's all That's all it takes. One hoe talking crap spreads like wildfire. Easy,
Whoa,
Boomer Sooner.
whoa,
Easy.
whoa.
I get what you're saying. He's saying it in the proper sense of the word, like hooker. But this is why we're in a weird spot. Until more information comes out, we probably shouldn't talk about it because what if, listen, a lot of those ladies.
At some point, we're just speculating,
It might be real. It might be just one of those things where one woman came forward and the rest were like, you know what? We don't have to take this. Let's all come forward. So I am not ready to make that determination yet. It all seems weird. That's as far as I can go with that, but I can't go any farther. He says, by the way, I want to be your golf partner, Jeffrey. I'm getting cremated and spread on a football field and some in the ocean. Yeah, that's right. And we all got to go sometime. Yes, I know. And I'm not like precious about it, but my wife gets mad when I talk about this. Good Cat says, can I add an amendment to the selfie law? Oh, that's right. We did state with man law that a man shall not take a selfie unless it's to prove to his wife he is where he does indeed say he is, or to prove to your buddy something awesome just happened. He says, what about selfies with your kids when they ask you for it? Yes. I will add that. Since we're still constructing this, it's not an amendment. I will add that to the thing. And really, it should go without saying, if your kid wants to put stickers on you, let them put stickers on you. But if your little girl wants to paint your fingernails, be a man, let her paint your fingernails. If they want to take a selfie with you, take a selfie with your kids. There's nothing you should not do for your kids within reason. Extra Cheese says a Viking funeral is the quickest way to make sure you don't win anything in the afterlife either. What? Oh, it's about
that
the
was
Vikings.
Good. That was good.
Took me a second there, Extra Cheese. Extra Cheese, the Packers fan. Random texter says selfie with the kids. What about selfie with the spouse? That's good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Jeffrey, you have a couple selfies with the spouse.
It's true. I do. If there's nobody walking by, I'd rather hand the picture of taking the phone to somebody walking by. It's always a better picture. But you're right. Yeah, I'll add that in there. Moist One says, me, a homophobe? I'm going to fall over your casket too and act like I had an affair with you. Are you going to, hi, Poppy? Yeah, okay. I'll allow that. I'll have security ready. Large Marge says, sounds like Deshaun Watson would like Starbucks in the movie Idiocracy. Come on, Deshaun. We don't have time for coffee. Ukul the Mock says, if you die, it's pretty much a given you're going to wait, what? I don't understand what that means, Ukla. Twitty, says, why have a golf tournament where only midgets can play? No, it's open for everybody. Kyler Murray or regular sized people like us. It's a Jeffrey O'Brien. What? No, I'm talking about my mini golf tournament, Randy.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I heard.
What? I was just explaining to Twitty it.
No, yeah.
I didn't say anything wrong.
Yeah. Oh, no, you never do. No.
Fighting Wampa says, I told the wife when I die, I want to be stuffed and placed in my favorite chair in our living room. That way, if she ever gets a new man, he has to stare at me all the time. I don't think that's legal, but I like your thinking, man. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we got a lot of stuff going on with the NFL, not any particular team, not any particular player, but with the actual organization itself. Let's get some NFL news when we come back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Macy's VIP sale is going on now. Get an extra 30% off the latest spring arrivals and all the brands you love with your coupon or Macy's card. And get 15% off your go-to beauty picks, the newest in skincare, makeup, fragrance, and more. Plus, Macy's Star Rewards members can earn on every purchase except gift cards, services, and fees. More at Macys.com/Star Rewards. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Dragon's Roofing in Apache Junction would like to thank the doctors, nurses, first responders, and all essential workers for keeping America safe and strong during these remarkable times. You truly have been the backbone of our country who deserve our admiration. Remember, as we return to better than normal and life moves on, it's important to be careful and cautious, but get out there and support small business. Always shop local and buy American. Dragon's Roofing in Apache Junction, leading the way because together we all win.
Contractors need bonds, and the professionals at Constructors Bonding have been Arizona's leading surety management team for 40 years. We don't just deliver bonds, we make your bonding better. As the number one producer with 14 markets, Constructors Bonding has the relationships and expertise to get you better capacity, better rates, and better terms. For better bonding, call Dave Ncaa at Constructors Bonding at 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929. Or visit cbialliance.com.
AZ Preps is a 2-hour in-depth look at the Arizona Prep sports scene. Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Covering all aspects of the Arizona Interscholastic Association. AZ Preps 365 focuses on all Arizona high school sports, student athletes, news, and notes from around Arizona. Join your host, Jose Garcia, Brett Quintine, and James Mello as they cover the prep sports scene from A to Z. AZ Preps 365, Saturday mornings from 8 to 10 on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports.
Hey, everybody, Mark Asher here. Did the Quarantine 15 get you? Did you add a few extra LBs over the last 2 months? Well, if you did, I have the solution for you. Valley Medical Weight Loss. Their doctors and staff are amazing, and they have a safe and proven way for you to lose a quick 15 to 20 pounds or more if you need. They have 3 convenient locations in the Valley: Glendale on West Bell Road, Tempe on South McClintock, and Phoenix, 24th Street and Indian School. Call 602-441-3305 or go online, valleymedicalweightloss.com.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. We are everywhere you need to be. Listen on 1580 AM and 99.3 FM for the Phoenix metro area. If you live in the East Valley, dial up 95.9 FM to listen in. Stream us live everywhere at 1580thefanatic.com or download the 1580 The Fanatic Sports app from the App Store or the Google Play Store. We are 1580 The Fanatic, your new home for sports.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for the sports. We are your home for March Madness. That's right. All the games this weekend here on 1580 The Fanatic. Starting you off with Oregon State taking on Loyola Chicago. That is 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. After that, you got Villanova versus Baylor. Oral Roberts versus Arkansas. Syracuse takes on Houston. Then on Sunday morning, 11 a.m., Creighton versus Gonzaga. And then after that, Florida State versus number 1 Michigan. Then UCLA takes on Alabama. Then Oregon takes on USC. And then on Monday and Tuesday, we got your next round of games. So we'll see what happens. We'll see who wins here on 1580 The Fanatic. Random texter hearing man law that a man shall not take a selfie. Now, we've realized that there are some exceptions that will need to be made on that, for kids and for spouses and other things. He says, I've got a legitimate question on this. If you got other people in the photo, is it still a selfie? No, at that point, it's a groupie. And you just take a groupie,
What?
I always just think every picture is better. If you got a group of people, get somebody else to take that photo. You know what I'm saying? It's just, isn't it just better when somebody else takes a photo?
What if you really like the inside of your forearm? Well, and you like to get that in the picture there. Listen, the inside of my forearm needs to be in all my pictures.
Yeah, some people work years for
you know what I'm saying?
inside forearms like this.
Look at
forearm
that right there. Yeah, look at that. Just to get that right there. That's that's a turn on right there for anybody.
See that?
But you're not. I don't know. Just it's not manly. It's not manly. People can
I'm not
look
much
at
for selfies anyway. So
yeah, they can look at your forearm when you're carrying the groceries at the store or something, or when you're at the hardware store.
You got the bags and stuff. You can't really.
In the bags, you got the bags in your hands, and they can see your forearms bulging as you try to get that across. Because a man makes one trip. A man makes one trip.
Oh,
Eats
yeah.
all the groceries.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Good Cat says, okay, last question about this. What if your kids ask you to smell their feet or their farts? Am I supposed to do that?
No.
Hell no. No. Fun stuff and playing. Did you hear that part where I said within reason? Is of course stupid kids are going to ask you for something really stupid, and you're going to be like, yeah, I pass on that. I'm going to go ahead and pass on that. King Kitten says, why does Randy have a big TV on the couch behind him? Oh, because that TV is being punished. He turned it on. There was an interview with Joey Logano, and he's like, the hell with that. You think about what you've done, Vizio.
Not true. Not true. That TV, I purchased that TV a couple of Christmases ago, and it worked for exactly 6 months. And instead of throwing it out, because people don't like to fix things anymore. I am working in conjunction with my brother-in-law and we are tracing down the problem with this television because I didn't get my money out of it. So I am trying to fix this television and get it back into service.
So I did that and ended up having to buy a new TV. And
lucky you.
I had a tragedy on that one, but I got to tell you, that 86-inch TV is looking good. Yeah, the LGs aren't easy to tune up and make them look right with the colors and stuff. But I just couldn't bring myself to buy another Vizio because mine was a Vizio as well. It did last me about 4 years, but that sucked. That sucked to lose that TV. So I feel your pain, Randy. I hope you win. I hope because I lost versus the Vizio, I hope you win one.
Thank you.
Berg says, had to give 4,200 followers an update with a selfish when in the hospital. So he said selfie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you're just saying, hey, guys, here's where I'm at, that's fine. That's fine, Berg. Good Cat says, oh, I thought the TV was for Cecil. What do you think? Cecil was under it?
Well, no, Cecil hasn't been up on the couch in some time. So me and my brother-in-law, Gene's working on it. He's down to a component level, like we like to say, where he's extrapolated some of the boards out of there. One of them, the power board, and he is going down to a component level, trying to figure out why this television had an issue. And
Gene, the TV fixing machine.
Oh yeah. And we're close. And the board is really not that expensive. So I figure we're going to get this thing fixed.
Good luck, my friend.
Thank you.
Josh says, I know it's preseason, but have you seen the stats on Madison Bumgarner? 0-3, 7.24 ERA, and he's still possibly the best non-injured starter for the Diamondbacks. Going to be a long 2021 season.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Their hitting is supposed to be. They still feel like Mike Hazen and the guys still feel like this lineup is a good, strong hitting lineup. So last year they didn't hit they didn't even hit their damn weight. So we'll just have to wait and see. Well, I don't like to prognosticate. I like to wait until the games are actually played because then you see what you actually have.
888-368-1580. Navy Brad sent me a picture of him getting out of the Navy. He says 3 days after I got home from the Gulf in 91.
Wow.
And wow, that's I call that the military glamour shot. That's a good one. Heavy Metal Maniac says, I enjoy baking my bacon in the oven. So how does everybody over there like their bacon? I like my bacon really crispy. I like mine. You know what? I used to like mine really, really crispy, but then I found I was the only one who did. My wife likes it a little softer, a little
flex to it.
Yeah,
a little flex to it. Yeah,
but not too much. But then she'll always say, "But if it doesn't go that way, I'm good with any bacon." That's a winner right there. That's a winner lady right there.
I like my bacon the way Miss Kim does it. Perfect.
There you go. Phil, how about you? How do you like your bacon?
You know what? I like it a little chewy. I'm fine with. Yeah, I think I found the best bacon is weirdly enough at a little sandwich shop called Potbelly. They put it on their subs, but if you go out and try it, quite good.
What do you make at home?
What do I make at home? You know what? I'm not quite satisfied with my bacon, and I don't have enough time to really workshop it. Yeah, because I feel.
All right, listen. I'm gonna save you some trouble. I'm gonna give you the inside thing. You go to the Costco, get the Costco reduced sodium bacon. Turns out just about damn perfect every time. I haven't had it in a while because I ain't brave enough to go into a Costco. But that reduced sodium bacon,
hard to mess up.
That's the good stuff.
Now,
that's the good stuff.
You got one of those cast iron skillets that you do your bacon in? Yeah,
I got a square one. I upped my bacon game with that. So, but now everybody's telling me with the air fryer, up my bacon game and use that thing to do it. So I guess I'll give it a shot.
I just wish that there was a cleaner way of making it. Like
a cleaner way of making bacon?
Yeah, it pops everywhere.
Oh, you know what you get? Oh, you don't know about this. They have these metal mesh, I don't call it, but grease guard or whatever. And you got a handle. I'll go get one during the next break and show you.
Okay.
And I have a round one because I didn't find a square one yet for the new pan, but there's a round, it's got a hoop and a handle, and you just put it over the top of the bacon so it's not sitting there shooting you. It'll still shoot a little bit through that grill, through the mesh.
Gives
it's
it a
a
little
metal.
mesh. Yeah.
It's a big metal round thingy, and it really has saved me some scarring and permanent injury with all the bacon I've made.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know where you get them. My wife, I think, got those at Bed Bath and Beyond. No way I'll go in that place. 888-368-1580. Boomer Sooner says Trader Joe's bacon. That's the good stuff. No, Jeffrey, if you do the bacon, you buy the best. They're called grease screens. Okay. Yeah. Big round grease screens. I'll show you what it looks like. Just make sure you get one big enough.
Yeah. My mom had one of those, but yeah, she's dead now.
Sorry. Did you save the grease screen?
No.
That's too bad. Beer Bob says, Phil, did you just say you're unhappy with your making bacon ability?
Yes, I did.
Berg says, Jeffrey, Instacart can get you the Costco. Oh, yeah? Oh, I have to talk to my wife about that. Let's see here. Bob Schwersky says, hey, Viking Funeral. Hey, Jeffrey, hey, don't they have those every year about halfway through October? Yeah, Vikings suck. My money is on Oregon to finish big on Oral. April 5th.
Wow.
Oh, you think Oral Roberts is going to the big dance? Seriously? Are they that good?
Nobody knows. Oral Roberts surprised a lot of people and quite frankly broke a lot of people's brackets.
Oh yeah, that was the number one breaker of all brackets, really, when Ohio State went down. Yeah.
Good Cat says, barbecue your bacon. It's amazeballs. Serious man card question, though. Is it a man card violation to order/drink anything other than black coffee? Well, that's very general question. And I don't care if you put cream or sugar in your coffee. That ain't none of my damn business. So I'm not going to say it's a man card violation. I mean, use your common sense on the manliness aspect. If you're getting these frou-frou drinks that sound
mocha
weird,
chocolate yayas.
Mocha chocolate with sprinkles. Yeah. That's okay. I mean, that's not manly, but I don't know if it's going to be a there's a lot of stuff that is unmanly, but is not a violation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you'd have to be a little more specific than that. Cabana says, I call it a splatter screen. I got mine from the dollar store. 3 for $3.
No kidding. Wow.
I don't know. I didn't know that. Bob Schwersky says, to be clear, Oral will go down to Oregon. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, this is usually where it's all separated because they have some time to prep and prepare for the next team.
Mr. Wilbur says, Randy, can you cook me up a cheeseburger with a lot of bacon and pour me a Jack and Coke, please?
Well, Randy, I can pour you a Jack and Coke, but I can't do the cooking when we're on the air here.
He'll give you enough alcohol to forget the fact that he does not make food.
Your Coke and Jack. There you go.
Fighting Wampa says, hey, Phil, you want cleaner bacon, a little bit of warm tap water, a little bit of dish soap. You'll never taste cleaner bacon in your life.
That's nice.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, prefer my bacon crispy, but where it has a crunch. Oh, and it melts in your mouth. Phil cooks his bacon in only a Speedo, so no wonder he won't make it.
Well,
that's true. A lot of extra skin to have grease stain, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fish Tank says, I feel like I'm shopping the wrong way these days. Anytime I see something reduced sodium, I go, ooh, I want the one with the correct tasty amount of sodium. Where's that one? I agree. I don't like reduced anything, but my wife preferred it. And so that's the reason I tried it. And then when we tried it, I realized, yeah, it's perfectly good. There ain't nothing wrong with it. So if it helps the blood pressure and it still tastes great, what do I care? Extra Cheese says, saying amazeballs, might that be a man card violation? No. I think that's a generational gap, but I don't know if it's not a violation. Ken Kitten says, Jeffrey, what do you describe there? Splatter screen, available at finer kitchen supply stores everywhere. And the Zoom on YouTube with the link in Jeffrey's Facebook works great, but you can't text in. Guys, we don't ever read the Facebook comments as you go anyway.
Your wife comments a lot and she's hilarious.
Does she really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I can only have so much on my screen.
She's probably been waiting years, just been commenting for years on everything that you do. And yet you would have never known because she's been playing this game with you where until you notice or say something about it, she was not going to fess up.
Let me know if there's ever hints of divorce on that. Then I'll worry about it. Royale with Cheese says, I'll bet dollars to donuts that Crazy Jerry is going to find a way to acquire Deshaun Watson as a backup. Okay, there'll be no dollars.
Jack with you today.
And there'll be no donuts because that is the silliest thing I've ever heard, Royale with Cheese. The silly thing. No, there's no way that's going to happen. And if you do bring in Deshaun Watson, he's a starter over Dak Prescott. You got to know that, right? You got to know that. Beer Bob says, you're an East Valley guy, Jeffrey, and I believe I've told you this before. You got to go to the pork shop over on Combs in Santan Valley. Awesome bacon, sausages, chops, basically anything that comes from a pig, and it is amazing. Boogie says, Oral's going down. No one expected Oral to get up for the first 2 rounds. It's amazing it's lasted this long. We're still talking about NCAA, right?
I think so.
Fish Tank says, so is the splatter screen for the kitchen or for the toilet?
Yes.
Both.
Well, it only would work for certain things if you use it in the toilet. 888-368-1580. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys know this. A few days ago, without talking to any of the hospitals here in town, the lady there, the Ducey's lapdog, Kara Christ from the ADHS, they all got together and said, all right, let's all go back to normal here in Arizona, like we ever did anything really. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so they said, yeah, everything's open now. Go ahead, have fun, knock yourselves out. And then yeah, and the cases are going back up too. Sorry about that. But still, everything's open now. Enjoy yourselves. Everybody have a good time. All right, fine. Whatever. It's Arizona. We're used to it. I'm not going to even get into the argument or start a thing. But at that time this is happening, Rutgers University said, we are going to require COVID vaccines for all students returning to campus this fall semester.
Wow.
That's going to be an interesting fight. Because some people are going to say, oh, you can't tell me what I got to do this or that or that. Well, here's what they are saying. They're like, listen, like any school, they require certain vaccinations, just like in elementary school, the junior high to high school, kids are required to get vaccinations. They do allow for religious or health, kind of issues. There are some exemptions they can give. And online students, of course, they don't have to worry about that. But it's interesting. They're like, yeah, we're looking to do a full return to class and, to come back, everybody's going to need a vaccine. And I think, well, that's a great idea. If everybody would do that, maybe we could get a handle on this thing. If everybody wear a mask, maybe we get a handle on this thing. If everybody do a lot of things, but I don't know that we will. I don't know that they will. But Rutgers is making it a requirement. Now, they can do that because they're educators. And the NFL, however, they are not going to require COVID-19 vaccines, but they will incentivize them. They're going to say you'll get expanded benefits if you come back fully vaccinated. We're not going to force everybody to do this, but both the NBA and the NFL are kind of doing the same thing, where it's like you will get benefits, like you'll no longer have to quarantine followed exposure to COVID-19. You can have your friends, your families, and others visit. You don't have to worry about the testing or the registration and all those things. You can dine outdoors. You can go to restaurants. You can have some fun. And yeah, you can go get some shrimp at the strip club. So, they're saying they will not require the vaccine.
Yeah, Jeffrey O'Brien would be the one and only guy who goes to the strip club looking for the shrimp.
Actually, I would. I've never even been to a strip club.
Neither have I. Never appealed to me.
The closest I got, I was doing stand-up comedy at a place, and all of a sudden they had mud wrestling. It wasn't on the bill. Yeah. Nobody told my agent this thing was going to happen. I'm thinking they're going to hate me because nobody wants a guy sitting there telling jokes when there's mud wrestling. But actually, they were a real great crowd, and I was invited to participate in mud wrestling. I said, no, thanks. This is weird. But anyways, yeah, the NFL is not going to require anything. The draft is going to be done at an outdoor venue. There'll be some masks and some social distancing. But the players and stuff themselves, everybody, as long as they're clear, you won't have to be sitting there wearing masks. So they're trying to get everybody vaccinated into that situation too. Let's take a break. When we come back, I got a bunch more. Don't worry. I know it gives everybody a little twitch when we talk about COVID. Non-COVID related NFL stuff. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
If you want to work for a small business and you thought radio advertising was too expensive, listen up. Bruce Jacobs here, and the Fanatic has a fantastic offer to get the word out that your business is open. You'll get a customized advertising campaign, letting our loyal listeners know that you are ready to serve. It's affordable, costing only hundreds, where all the other radio stations charge thousands. So don't wait. This opportunity won't last forever. The Open for Business package is now available. Go to 1580thefanatic.com, find out all the details, and get your small business kicking ass again.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Come on, one more rep. You got this. 10. There it is. Nice work, man. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The big hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
Man, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
No problem. You just got to send them a text. Text BELT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help get you back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BELT to 42424. That's BELT to 42424.
Macy's VIP sale is going on now. Get an extra 30% off the latest spring arrivals and all the brands you love with your couponer Macy's card. And get 15% off your go-to beauty picks, the newest in skincare, makeup, fragrance, and more. Plus, Macy's Star Rewards members can earn on every purchase except gift cards, services, and fees. More at Macys.com/Star Rewards. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100+ degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com. Harmon Solar is an REC certified solar professional.
Chances are the technology you work with every day is an afterthought until it isn't working. Technical problems can throw a wrench in your day, but computer security issues can expose you and your customers to serious risk. Affinity Technology builds custom IT solutions that help small businesses thrive. No system is too complicated. If it plugs in, we work with it. Affinity Technology runs Arizona businesses. Contact us today at atechaz.com. That's atechaz.com. Affinity Technology.
The Fanatic.
It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. You can hear us on 99.3 FM, 95.9 FM in the East Valley, always at 1580thefanatic.com. Called a splatter screen, a grease guard. This is what I'm talking about, Phil.
Oh, I saw that. I thought it was like a baking tool.
Had to run downstairs. I'm out of breath now. Anyway. Yeah, this is a small one. This is for the smaller pan.
Yeah.
I don't ever use this. Only use the big one.
Does it ever? What I'd be worried about is, does it ever? How does that work? The moisture like goes to the top and then creeps towards the outside and drips on the side of the pan. No.
You're really overthinking this. You got a medium heat on the pan, and you're making the bacon, and it just sizzles. In fact, if anything, a lot of the moisture will escape, and it helps crisp on the bacon. Okay. I'm out of breath.
Okay. Yeah.
I am seriously out of shape, out of breath. How about a weather report, Randy? Maybe help me get my breath back here.
All right. From the 1580 The Fanatic Weather Center, Chief Meteorologist Randy White reporting. Currently outside, a brisk 66 under partly cloudy skies. Some breezes blowing around. Going to get down. You get down to the upper 40s tonight in some valley locales. However, tomorrow, sunshine 79. It only gets hotter from there, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking mid 80s, low 90s throughout the rest of the next couple of weeks. No chance of rain anywhere in the forecast. Again, it's like 66 degrees outside, light breezes, mostly cloudy skies. From the 1580, the Fanatic Weather Center, Chief Meteorologist Randy White, back to you, Jeffco.
Thank you, Randy. I appreciate that. 888-368-1580. Let's get caught up on the text line before we go on to the next thing. Pistol Petey says, March Madness. Villanova upset over Baylor? Huh? Villanova upset over Baylor. Would it be that much of an upset? Villanova is playing really nice.
Yeah, Villanova's a blue chip, top of the line what is that program? And keep in mind that they've won a fair amount in recent history. Even they've won 2 within the past 6 years at least. And then their coach is a top of the line college coach. It would not be that big of an upset.
Yeah, I don't think the word upset can go there, but will Villanova beat Baylor? That is the big question. So anything is possible with March Madness, man. Flying Monkey says, happy birthday to Baby Got Dak. No kidding. Oh, we didn't know that. Happy birthday, Baby Got Dak.
All right. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Just Tip says, not for nothing, but have you checked the price of donuts lately? Dollars to donuts is no longer a valid term. Well, they expensive now? I don't like those.
Yeah, they're creeping up at like $3 now these days.
Good Cat says, what's for dinner, babe?
Well, I don't know how to answer that.
We're having some leftover barbecue chicken that I grilled the other night. So
I think we're
called
having
babe.
white bean chili or something tonight.
Phil, what are you having?
I'm having a smoothie.
You gonna have some donuts?
No, can't say I'm having any donuts.
Okay. Well,
you know what I saw the other day? I saw that somebody put a hot dog inside of a baked potato and ate it as if it was like a hot dog bun. That looks promising.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's more carbs than even if you just ate the bun. You know what? This is a weird one. This happened. Sometimes men don't know how to express their affection for the ladies, right? Sometimes we think something is going to work out. We think that something's going to be romantic, and it just doesn't go that way. Well, this woman, 25-year-old woman named Eleanor, this is in England. She woke up to a surprise from a secret admirer. There's a note said, I will always love you. And that was taped to a bag of 2 cooked hot dogs. No buns, just 2 cooked wieners in the bag.
Well, that's very thoughtful, watching the carbs there. Yeah.
She has no idea who it's from. And she says her boyfriend, he oddly doesn't feel at all threatened. That's serial killer kind of stuff. So I don't know what the idea was, but it was a bad one. 888-368-1580.
That's a real thinker right there.
Good Cat says, oh, crap, sorry. But if I were to call anyone babe, it'd be Randy.
Oh, thank you.
I'll accept that. Pistol Petey says, Bosa donuts or Krispy Kreme donuts? Well, those got to be even more expensive than other donuts.
It's a toss-up for me. Either one of them are great.
Bosa donuts, pretty good. Pretty generous on the sizes, too. At least you fare getting a bang for your buck.
I'm pretty generous on my size, too.
Hello.
What are we talking about?
Wow.
That's right.
Beer Bob says, I always thought you looked familiar, Jeffrey. So you were that comic interrupting us from the midget mud wrestling matches, were you? No. These were not midgets. These were full-size ladies. Navy Brad says, Kroger, thick-cut hardwood smoked bacon. Good. That stuff's great. FedFan says, I was making a delivery once for the UPS to a strip club, and when I walked in, the 3 patrons looked at me like I was dressed to go on stage next. A topless girl came over, signed for the package. I was thinking, I should have given this delivery to one of the other guys. That probably would have been better. Well, they probably gave it to you because they knew you weren't going to sit there and watch the show. They probably lost some productivity from the other drivers they sent there. 5th letter says, good day, fellas. Randy, how about a double shot of Crown, please? And fight on, Trojans. It's talking about USC, just so you know.
How about that? 4 Pac-12 teams in the round of 16.
Name them. Oregon State, Oregon, USC. Who's the other one?
UCLA.
Oh, there they are. UCLA. Yeah.
Yep.
I wasn't really quizzing you. I just couldn't see it with my eyeballs. 5th letter says, stay sweet, be elite. Sunday night, tune in, fellas. Good Cat says, Lamar's donuts are really good. Those are the best. Killer Rabbit says, Hey, babe, we're having fish tacos. Okay, I know you didn't accidentally do that. We don't get 2 accidental "Hey, babe" texts in one day. Oh, I get the joke. Boogie says, there's companies that require employees to pass a test to prove they don't smoke cigarettes before they get hired. Failing that test disqualifies you from getting a job at that company. Wellness, lower insurance costs, stuff like that. So if that's legal, what's the difference in saying you got to get vaccinated to work here? And you think it would be something the NFL would do, don't you? Because their product is people on the field entertaining other people. So you think that maybe they would go that way. I got news for you guys. I don't think there's going to be a lot of guys out there who play in the NFL that will not get vaccinated. I feel like,
especially for the lower level, if you're like on a practice squad team and you're already trying to make the cut and coming into camp, and then you are faced with the decision that, hey, I might have to be quarantined for 10 days and they're seeing somebody else perform and not you. I think that there are certain, especially on the lower levels, I think that a lot of them are going to get vaccinated.
I disagree. I think that on every level, people are going to be like, hey, this is my livelihood. We've also seen what this virus can do to other athletes' bodies if it takes hold. It can have an effect on your heart. It has continued effects on your lungs and stuff like that. So a lot of these guys are going to be like, you know what, just going to, I have work to make my body a fine-tuned instrument, all the working out, all the nutrition. I got to do everything I can to protect this. This is also my moneymaker. This is what's going to feed my family if I do this right, generations after I'm gone. So I would just be shocked if there's some guys out there who won't get a vaccination to protect their investment, their lifelong investment in themselves. Faded Hero Icon says, good afternoon, fellas. Happy Friday. On my way to go grab my weekly 6-pack. Hope you guys be safe. Oh, of course, we always be safe. What's the 6-pack going to be, Faded Hero Icon? Thundar the San Barbarian says, it's been a great tournament for the Pac-12. How are the Arizona teams doing again? Shut up. I am not reading Go Bruins. I'm not doing it. I ain't going to say it out loud. In fact, now I'm just going to change the subject. So Art Rooney came out and said, hey, we're going to have that 17-game schedule here pretty soon. Bet we're going to get this all together and we're going to agree on all these things. And we're going to have that 17-game schedule pretty soon. Right? It's going to happen. It's happening next year. Let's do this thing. And he says, yeah, I think I looked at it. I think it's going to work out. I think it's going to work out well. Of course he thinks it's going to work out well. He's going to make $1 billion off that thing.
Yeah,
of course he's going to feel that way. But I think it will too, because they're taking away a preseason game and they've expanded the playoffs. I think it's going to be a good idea and a win-win. I just wish they pushed the Super Bowl where we get President's Day as the next day off. But I guess one thing at a time. But yeah, 17-game schedule. He says this will be our first year for it. We'll get the chance to see how it goes. But I feel good about it. I hope it works. Looking forward to seeing how it does.
Yeah, I bet he sounds that it's going to be working out well. He's not the one putting his body out there on that 17th game or any game for that matter.
It is a good point. It does seem a little tone deaf when the billionaire owner says, hey, I'm feeling really good about this. Of course you are. You're going to make a lot of money off this. The players, however, I really think you could make this 17-game season easier on the players. Give them another bye week. It stretches out football for us an extra week. Give them another bye week. Hey, maybe even it's a league-wide bye week. Just 1 week in the middle. Just give these guys a chance to rest their bodies.
Shoot, take another preseason game off and then allow that to have that bye week. Nobody cares about the preseason, and that even extends to the NFL teams and coaches and players. Nobody cares about it. If you want yet another thing to not mess with the schedule and the sanctity of the schedule as it currently stands, do that. My goodness.
Berg got it. See, Berg is a smart guy. Berg gets it. He says, you realize you just said, I'm not going to say go brew ends. You just said brew ends. Yes, brew ends. I didn't say the other one. I said brew in. That's how I got around that. That was my loophole. Berg is brilliant. Prison Wallet says, some people may believe that an experimental drug will harm their body. Some people don't trust the government. Asking somebody not to put a drug in their body and asking somebody to put a drug in their body, that's two different things. I get what you're saying, and I know there's a lot of concern, and I'm not telling anybody how to live their life. But my whole statement on this is I would be surprised if they wouldn't want to protect their investment on that. That's all I'm saying.
Keep in mind, I was just going to say, keep in mind that whenever they do those tests for the cigarettes and stuff, it's probably just put them in a room for a day and see if they start to shake and start to be, and see if they don't need to ask you about anything. A COVID vaccine, that's much more intimate.
Yeah, the smokers, there's a lot of tells there. We don't even have time for that. Faded Hero Icon says, if I go to Six Pack, it's going to be Kona Big Wave at the QT. I don't
Nice.
What's
That's a good beer. Yeah, Kona
I've
beer.
never had Kona.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's good. Like a Hawaiian. It's a Hawaiian lager.
Does it taste like pineapple? What does it taste like?
No, it tastes like beer.
Bob Shruski says, yeah, speaking of comics, I once saw this guy do a bit where he took the stage on a wheelchair. He didn't need it, but it was hilarious. You can't do that these days. That was also me. I got to take a break. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports.
Hey there, homeowners. Are you experiencing pipe leaks? Is your water bill unexpectedly high, or are you suffering from low water pressure? These are signs of widespread pipe failure due to old, corroded, and shoddy pipes. Rerouting a pipe or other Band-Aid fixes are not the answer. Only a whole house repipe with brand new high-quality PEX or copper will permanently solve the problem. Repipe specialists. No more leaks and great water pressure. They've been doing this for over 25 years. Repipe in just 1 to 2 days at half the cost of a plumber with a lifetime guarantee. Say goodbye to leaks once and for all. Enjoy a pipe leak-free home and eliminate the risk of potential water damage. Call us today for your free in-home estimate. We'll even take 20% off our already low price and receive 0% interest when you call today. Call 888-380-7097. 888-380-7097. That's 888-380-7097.
Macy's VIP sale is going on now. Get an extra 30% off the latest spring arrivals and all the brands you love with your coupon or Macy's card. And get 15% off your go-to beauty picks, the newest in skincare, makeup, fragrance, and more. Plus, Macy's Star Rewards members can earn on every purchase except gift cards, services, and fees. More at Macys.com/Star Rewards. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100+ degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer. And your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189 or go to harmonsolar.com. Harmon Solar is an REC certified solar professional.
Panera's new flatbread pizzas are here. But to our new chef, Klaus, they're not just pizzas. They're masterpieces. Because it's not just cheese. It's hot and melty mozzarella and fontina cheese. It's not just sauce. It's market tomato red bell pepper sauce. And it's not just toppings. It's fresh mozzarella, basil, and grape tomatoes. Taste our delicious new flatbread pizzas today. Order online for pickup or delivery. Panera. Restrictions apply.
If you own or work for a small business and you thought radio advertising was too expensive, listen up. Bruce Jacobs here, and The Fanatic has a fantastic offer to get the word out that your business is open. You'll get a customized advertising campaign, letting our loyal listeners know that you are ready to serve. It's affordable, costing only hundreds where all the other radio stations charge thousands. So don't wait. This opportunity won't last forever. The Open for Business package is now available. Go to 1580thefanatic.com, find out all the details, and get your small business kicking ass again.
Live from the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale.
This is KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240 U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
Quiet, people, settle down, because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside my heterosexual life partner, Randy White. We got Phil there in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale, and you guys are on the Summit Mail Medical text line, 888-368-1580. I actually got an email from a guy named Bob. I won't say his last name to protect his innocence. But Bob says, enjoy your show a lot. Thanks for the nice entertainment. You pronounce Gonzaga with an A, not an A. That's why we call ourselves the Zags. I'm confused. I always say Gonzaga. Am I not saying it right? Is it Gonzaga?
No, it's Gonzaga versus Gonzaga.
It's not Gonzaga. It's Gonzaga.
I've been saying Gonzaga. I thought I've been saying
Phil just said Gonzaga.
Okay, so here's the deal, Bob. Sometimes I say the names wrong on purpose just to be weird. But I feel like I've always said Gonzaga. So I don't if I did and you don't know that about me, I apologize. But no, that's one I'm pretty sure I've always gotten right. Gonzaga. Did you guys say
I may on occasion say Gonzaga. It's close.
Gonzaga.
But since we're talking basketball, I feel like it's my obligatory duty. The Raptors are beating the Phoenix Suns 28-26 with the first quarter coming to a close here.
2 points. Wow, they're just really blowing the Suns up, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they lost by 2 points to the Orlando Magic the other night.
I ain't saying nothing. I am not saying nothing. I ain't going to jinx nothing. He wants to talk. It usually goes the wrong way. So I'm just going to sit back and, okay, Phil, whatever you say. 888-368-1580. And Bob, thank you for texting. He texted in through the podcast email. So whether you're listening in your car and you never text in, if you're listening to the podcast later when you're not busy doing something else, or if you're texting in, you're listening right here live, whether it's on 1580 The Fanatic or 99.3 FM or 95.9 in the East Valley or the stream or the Alexa or the what. Thank you. Thank you so much for being with us. And we appreciate that. I will say names wrong. Just be ready. That's just what I do. But I like Gonzaga. I like the way I like that team just for their name. Gonzaga sounds like something you yell like out of surprise and excitement. Moist One says, I just went to the Castle Grand Ruins and that place sucks compared to the Globe Ruins. Yeah. Those aren't ruins. It just seems like it's ruined. Thundar the San Barbarian says, you lie, Jeffrey. You lie, Evil Bird. We all know you're UCLA fans at heart. Really not.
Are we?
Yeah, really just not even close. Not even a little bit. Circumcised Mosquito says, forget a 6-pack. Give me a 30-pack of Bud Light. I'm a man.
Wow.
6-pack, 30-pack. I ain't judging.
Maybe he's your neighbor.
Good Cat says, Jeffrey, you good with re-signing Xavier Rhodes for cheap? Yeah, I guess. I'm not upset about it. Bob Swirsky says, hey, if a second bye week was added to the NFL season, would it postpone the Super Bowl Sunday to the day before President's Day? That is brilliant, guys. That's what we've been saying all along, Bob Swirsky, is because, I get it. We don't get government holidays off. We don't. We a lot of you guys don't either, but at least it's a holiday that would make some sort of sense. It needs to be not just a government holiday. It needs to be like a national holiday where employers would be like Christmas, Thanksgiving, day after the Super Bowl. It just makes all the sense in the world. I think I'm going to use this grease splatter guard thing to make my points for the rest of the show.
Sort of your
it's very intimidating.
Your pointer.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, like right there. Yeah, it's almost I can't take off my glasses to make a point because then I'm blind. I can't see the screen. But if I do this, I'll tell you a thing or two. It's very weird, isn't it?
I see.
Now it looks like I'm doing it through a screen door.
Yep.
Can I come in? Can Randy come out and play? Can Randy come out and play? I think I see him in there.
No,
get off the couch, Randy. Let's go play.
No, but Philip's available.
No, Philip can stay inside. Yeah. Berg says, did I just called out? Go Devils. Damn right, go Devils. The Lock says, shout out to my gorgeous wife, Holly. We're on the way to dinner, and I'm making her listen to the show.
Hey, hi, Holly.
Hi, Holly, and congratulations on getting out to dinner and getting to hear this fine radio program. Because, we apologize. We apologize for whatever it is that you're having to listen to that you're like, this show is stupid. So if that's the case, we apologize. Yeah. But if you like the show, welcome to the program.
And by the way, Holly, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Holly.
He didn't say it's her birthday.
We can have fun with it. Happy birthday, Holly, and Merry Christmas.
Get ready to have your candles being blown off by our
I don't know.
impressive vocal
I don't
cords.
think that's appropriate to say.
The hell are you
about,
talking about
his
here?
wife there, but
Hello, Holly.
So what's the occasion? The lock is it somebody's birthday? Don't worry, we're not going to come sing like the annoying waiters.
Yeah, not all of us.
Happy birthday. Shut up. I hate that. Don't want it. Don't want to be in the same place where it's happening.
You know
what I mean?
I
hate when people do that.
I do enjoy though when I forget where it is, but it's they make you ride that saddle. They make you get out of your seat.
Ride the saddle.
Yes.
What kind of weird club are you going to?
No, it's I think it's called like Bull Shooters or something.
What?
Yeah,
another place I will not go.
Yeah, no, it's pretty fun. It's pretty. I don't myself go up there, but to watch, to watch other people get up there, it's hilariously degrading.
The lock says it's not her birthday, but that's fun. We no kids. F them though too, right? Just a night out. It's Ions at the Hermosa.
All right,
Nice.
Holly. Well, enjoy Ions.
Going to Ions at the Hermosa. All right, time to throw down, Holly. Woo! Get your groove
no
on.
idea what that is. No idea. Do you know what that is? I don't know what that is. What is Ions?
No.
What is Ions at the Hermosa? Daylight Drew says new rules: Super Bowl on Saturday. No uniforms for baseball managers and coaches. You are the khakis and the polo, right? Ball cap, you're done. All right. And the pros need to adopt the 15-yard pass interference penalty. All right, there. Problem solved. Pour me a cold one, Randy.
Absolutely.
Daylight Drew is on fire. Let's review what he just said. Super Bowl on a Saturday to guarantee we all get the next day off.
Yeah.
Should we take a vote? All opposed, say yay. All opposed, say nay. Well, you guys aren't voting.
Wait, weren't they
I
the
was
same
asking
option?
you guys.
Weren't they the same option?
Yeah. You said all opposed, say yay. All opposed, say nay.
Oh, right. What's the other one? Oh,
all in favor, say
all
aye.
in favor of Super Bowl on Saturday, say, oh,
Aye.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Really? You don't think it'd be too weird to have the Super Bowl on a Saturday?
No, come on, man. Come on.
I don't. I have to agree. I think that's
They have
probably a great
playoff
idea.
games on Saturday.
Especially since
They got Monday night games. They got Thursday night games. Why can't they have the damn Super Bowl on Saturday? Let's go.
And they had
Let's
the
do
Pro
this.
Bowl the week before, so it's not like they're missing out
Nobody
on the full
cares
recovery.
about the damn Pro Bowl. Nobody.
What I'm saying is for the recovery time, they get a full week in between the game and the championship conference game. So
No one cares. They put the Super Bowl on Saturday, so for the American public, so the American public can have fun on Super Bowl Sunday, and then they can take the next day and they can recuperate. They
Yes.
can hydrate. They can wear off that hangover from watching the Super Bowl. One of the greatest days in America. All year long, we all wait for the Super Bowl and give us a day after the Super Bowl to recover. We want a day. Come on, guys. We want a day.
Well, I've never been much for chanting, but you can't deny the
Yeah.
brilliance of the idea.
Yep.
You can't deny that that's American in all of
That's
its
it.
thinking.
Yep.
I want to go back to
Screw
talking to
you.
Holly.
College sports of any kind that might be
Yeah.
trying to happen on that day, you don't
Yeah.
matter. You
That's
don't
right.
matter when it comes to the grand tradition of the Super Bowl.
The granddaddy of them all.
No, that's
I'm all
the Rose
for that,
Bowl,
Daylight
Phil.
Drew. I'm all for it. I approve this message. Super Bowl Saturday. Let's make that happen.
I think we should.
What a campaign
okay.
message. Super Bowl Saturday. Let's make
I don't
that
know
happen.
how much energy we have for the rest of his stuff, but we'll see.
Okay.
No uniforms for baseball managers, coaches. Just
Nah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's
a
fair.
polo
No.
shirt with the
No.
logo, maybe
No.
khakis and maybe a ball cap.
It
That's
never,
it.
it never
No.
looks flattering on the
No.
coach.
Why
No.
make them wear a
No.
uniform
No.
when they're
No.
just managing?
No.
Back in the day, maybe they were going
No.
to jump in and play. There were some
No.
player managers.
No,
but now,
no.
stop just
no,
yelling,
no.
Talk to me.
Yeah,
Have a
quit,
conversation.
quit.
I'm a man. Damn it.
Quit
Let's have a
messing
Doug and
with
Wolf
my
moment.
game.
I'll kick your
It's
ass.
my game.
By the way, I'm pretty sure that whole thing was just made up. Anyway, sorry, what were we talking about?
Yeah, because you look at the coaches in direct comparison to the players, and it's like you see the players got toned everything, they're looking all svelte, and then out come the coaches just this big warbling circle blob, and it's never flattering, it's never professional. It just doesn't look that good. Let them wear suits, or let them wear just a polo, or let them wear something else.
No.
Okay, how about this though? Let's rewind. Let's go to basketball.
Did you say you wanted to rewind?
Yeah,
okay.
rewind just to that point. NBA coaches, I always thought that they look with the suit. That was always a good look. This whole thing with them in polo shirts now, this kind of
it's a baseball park. It is a baseball stadium. It is not a basketball arena.
No.
It's not a baseball
Randy,
arena.
I talk about the NBA. I was only talking about the NBA. As far as it goes for the managers in baseball, don't make them wear a uniform. They wear a polo shirt and a hat, whatever. It's got the team logo. That should be enough. It doesn't make sense. They're sitting there wearing full gear like they're going to play.
No.
Okay. Good luck to the Lady Cats, says Daylight Drew in the Sweet 16. Only Arizona team left playing in any tournament. It's that kind of year, Daylight Drew.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Fighting Wampa says, if I had a magic genie with 3 wishes, my first would be Super Bowl Saturday.
Yeah.
You would waste a wish on... No, I would wish for a lot more money. That'd be the first wish. Are you kidding? A pile of it. Navy Brad says the Pro Bowl should be 2 guys playing that football game on a vibrating board.
I could see that. Okay. All right.
They could do that. No one would notice. Boomer Sooner says blood pressure, Weatherman. Blood pressure.
Thank you.
Bob Schwersky says, I need Monday off the morn. Drinking, rewatching the glorious Super Bowl 20 in private. I have a whole tradition. Just the Tip says, Randy, that Super Bowl rant was epic. I need an Evan Williams neat to settle me down, please. By the way, my 6-pack of choice is Anchor Steam, one of the few beers created in America and still made and owned in America.
Wow, good for you.
Steam?
Yeah, Anchor Steam. All right.
Why all these beers I've never heard of?
Brilliant.
Moist One says, I agree with Randy. Some coaches are toned like Gabe Kapler.
Yeah. A lot of guys are toned. Why we got to keep changing baseball?
Good Cat says, Fourth Dimension, what alcohol goes well in coffee? I'm not willing to ruin my whiskey.
A
little Bailey's in coffee is pretty good.
The best
like creamer.
part of waking up is putting whiskey in your cup.
Yeah, that kind of fell apart in there, didn't it, kid?
Yeah.
Berg says they should all dress like Bill Belichick. Like homeless people. Ukul the Mock says, wish for a 12. Okay, I can't read that. 888-368-1580. So this is something that they're working on. By 2023, if they do this, you could have a Friday game in the NFL the day after Thanksgiving. They're wanting to do an annual Black Friday game day after Thanksgiving. And I don't understand why. Why?
God, that just seems so much, man.
Well, let me tell
busy.
you why. People are busy. Some people are busy. Usually the ladies and the females of the household have gone out to the festivities of the Black Friday, and that's their thing.
A lot of
and
college
God
stuff
bless
happening
them.
on that day, though, too.
But anyway, listen. But the guys a lot of times are still eating turkey sandwiches and stuff, and they're just kind of laying around doing nothing. So the NFL has devised a plan to get those viewers and get them interested so they can make even more money.
The fact that they're spreading all this out, they put 3 games on Thanksgiving. They still got their regular slate on Sunday. I think, don't they have like a Monday game on there as well?
Yeah.
What game are we going to be getting? We're going to be getting like the weird, like the Titans-Jags matchup.
Who cares, Phil? You're missing the point.
When's the last time you watched a Titans-Jags game?
Needs more money. They need it. They just got
they?
several $1 billion in the television contract, but they have not quite made all of the money in the world yet. They need more money.
I guess I didn't see that. Yeah.
Well, NFL revenue did drop from $16 billion in 2019 to $12 billion in 2020. Yes, that's right. The year of COVID, they only made $4 billion less than they did in 2019. Now, remember, revenue is the income generated from the normal business operations, including discounts, deductions for return merchandise, the top line, or gross income figure from which costs are subtracted to determine net income. So their revenue is is $16 billion in 2019,
Wow.
$12 billion last year. Sure to be more this year. I am very curious on how much of that is profit that goes directly to the owners, and it never goes to a player or a team. I'm just saying that's a lot of damn money. And if they're sitting there crying poor because of what happened during COVID or even now, just shut up. You only lost $4 billion out of your $16 billion of revenue.
That's
You
billion
still
with
did
a
pretty
B.
good.
Yeah, billion with a B.
And you're going to make a whole lot more when this is over, because as soon as everybody feels safe enough to go to these games, they're going to be packed. Every damn game is probably going to be packed for a while. You're going to see that across the board. People are hungry to go to all the sports, every single sport. Maybe not so much some of the baseball teams, like the ones in Florida. But outside of that, everybody is hungry for this. And they're going to not just make their money back, they're going to go even further the other direction and make tons of that. Fighting Wampa says, damn it, Jeffrey, quit being selfish with these genie wishes. Hey, all right. Super Bowl Saturday, Genie. Super Bowl Saturday. You do what you want, man. They're your wishes. Yeah. So you're saying if I get the wishes that my first one should be for Super Bowl Saturday? How about this, Fighting Wampa? I want $100 billion, and then I will buy the NFL, and then I will change without using a wish the Super Bowl from Sunday to Super Bowl Saturday.
Hey.
Or
is that the only change you'd make?
Well, maybe I won't buy the NFL. Maybe I would just buy every ad on the Super Bowl broadcast with the insistence that they play it on Saturday. That'll save me some money, but still make the wish come true, Fighting Wampa. So it's not selfishness. I'm using the noggin,
Yep.
Work smarter, not harder. That's all I'm saying. And I'll still have money left over. Fed Fan says, hey, Phil, Sun's second team is taking the lead right there.
Oh, really? Because I'm looking at the score right now, 42-40.
Well, that was 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, so it's been a back and forth game.
She says, I'm jealous. People are going out to dinner, and I'm sitting here eating Doritos.
Sorry.
Hey, to each their own. I am not comfortable enough yet to go out to dinner. But if somebody else is out there going and doing it, God bless you. Hope you're safe. Hope you're careful out there. Hope it all works out all right. Berg says, probably Cardinals versus Broncos on that Friday.
Actually, I mean, that would have a lot of local interest. Very entertaining game.
Cardinals fans and one Bronco fan.
Yeah, actually, you're right. It wouldn't be that entertaining with the Broncos blowing out the Cardinals. Just viewers galore being lost.
I don't know if you're going to get too many network televised Patriot games for a while because how bad they suck lately.
Well, I just don't know how entertaining they'll be. I think actually that they have I would bet that they would make the playoffs next year. I think that they are that good, but I don't know. Yeah. I believe that they are going to make the playoffs, but it's just a matter of, I don't think it'll be very entertaining. They might win a lot of games like 15-7 or something.
I hate to say you're right, but because there's 4 games, if Cam Newton hadn't screwed up, they would have won and probably been in a better position. But guess who's back? Cam Newton. So you can expect there's 4 games they should win that they won't win, and they probably won't go to the playoffs. I'm not saying that just to be mean to Berg because he was ripping on the Cardinals and the Broncos. I'm saying that because it's a fact. Yeah, you're not going to end up with a brand new and improved Cam Newton. He's the same Cam Newton from last year. Guess what? He's a year older. Don't have a whole lot of confidence in that situation. And Belichick's got to be thinking something for this draft, or else you got more of the same and maybe somebody tanking for somebody down the line. I don't know. All right, we got to take a break. Back with more of the Daily Blender after this on 1580 The Fanatic.
Panera's new flatbread pizzas are here. But to our new chef, Klaus, they're not just pizzas. They're masterpieces. Because it's not just cheese. It's hot and melty mozzarella and fontina cheese. It's not just sauce. It's market tomato red bell pepper sauce. And it's not just toppings. It's fresh mozzarella, basil, and grape tomatoes. Taste our delicious new flatbread pizzas today. Order online for pickup or delivery. Panera. Restrictions apply.
Hey guys, Jeffrey O'Brien here. Listen, when we're all working on our shows here at The Fanatic, we're totally focused and we don't want to worry about the other things. Like the technology that runs our station. That's where Affinity Technology comes in. They run all our IT so we can focus on what really matters, our business and our listeners. These guys handle literally everything. If it plugs in, they work with it. They've saved us tons of money and they've kept us focused on what really matters. Affinity Technology, they can do the same for you. Go to atechaz.com. Be sure and tell them I sent you.
Hey, everybody, Mark Asher here. Did the quarantine 15 get you? Did you add a few extra LBs over the last 2 months? Well, if you did, I have the solution for you. Valley Medical Weight Loss. Their doctors and staff are amazing, and they have a safe and proven way for you to lose a quick 15 to 20 pounds or more if you need. They have 3 convenient locations in the Valley: Glendale on West Bell Road, Tempe on South McClintock, and Phoenix, 24th Street and Indian School. Call 602-441-3305 or go online, valleymedicalweightloss.com.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100+ degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com. Harmon Solar is an REC certified solar professional.
Macy's VIP sale is going on now. Get an extra 30% off the latest spring arrivals and all the brands you love with your coupon or Macy's card. And get 15% off your go-to beauty picks, the newest in skincare, makeup, fragrance, and more. Plus, Macy's Star Rewards members can earn on every purchase except gift cards, services, and fees. More at Macys.com/Star Rewards. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
The Suns are entering the second half of the NBA season.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stay with us as the Suns get set to shine.
How will they fare down the stretch? Do they have what it takes to win the playoffs? If it's sports, we talk about it. 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic,
Arizona's new home for sports.
The hell is that all about? It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. In my ear is Randy, your life. Jeffrey, you are too. What did I do?
I'm just.
Well, clearly, I mean, Phil is on my side from that little spat we had moments ago.
What
Clearly.
spat? What spat are you talking about?
You were very belligerent to me and said you were going to try to kick my ass, and I was going to come through the speakers at you. So
I don't remember what it was.
Clearly, yeah.
I was just doing an Irish thing, starting trouble for trouble's sake, just for some fun, and then it all ended up in laughs. But I don't remember what we were arguing about.
It always starts out as fun, doesn't it, Jeffrey? And it always ends up somebody getting hurt.
Yeah, I'm thinking it'll be Phil, even if it's you and I fighting.
Well, yeah.
So what's the problem?
I don't have a problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Phil,
so it's no
you
big
have
deal.
a problem?
No, Phil has a problem.
No, Randy's the solution.
See, really seriously, you want to try that?
Solution. There you go.
You ain't going to come between us, Phil. You ain't going to come between us. That divide and conquer thing don't work around here.
That's true.
I've known Randy longer than you've been alive.
That's true as well.
That's true. Yeah.
888-368-1580. Berg thinks Phil has a brilliant mind, largely because he thinks that the Patriots could possibly go to the playoffs next year.
Thank you.
Killer Rabbit says Black Friday, us guys are already at the mall, bars, and bars close wherever wherever's close to Walmart, where the ladies are shopping. We're already spending money at the bars, so that's I guess that's fine. Circumcised Mosquito says, of course they're going to make more money. That's what the NFL does. Ticket prices are going to be sky high. I tried to get tickets to the zoo for my kids yesterday. Tickets cost $20, and the fees piled on makes it $28. Not sure who can afford $48 a person to go. So it's $20 for the tickets, and there's $28 in fees. $48 to go to the zoo.
Got to make that money back.
He says, not sure who can afford $48 a person to go outside and enjoy nature. You know what? Let me just tell you something. I'm not a good person for the zoo because I've already seen all them animals. You know, I can go through a zoo in like 10 minutes. Like, yep, seen that. Yep, seen it. Oh, look at that thing. That's new. Seen it. And I'm out the door. I mean, I listen, I got Richard Attenborough on the TV. And in close-up video shots, not like, well, sounds like the Cooper Bear is sleeping again today, so you guess you'll have to come back another time and see him when he's more active. Okay. How about the lion? Well, the lion is sleeping right now, and so he won't be out in his habitat, so you have to come back later. It's like, no, I could watch all this stuff on TV and not have to smell the elephant farts and, I just get it as the comfort of my own home there. I know I'm probably sounding cranky.
Yeah, there
about
really is
zoos,
nothing
but
quite like watching in nature in person, watching an elephant defecate.
That's you're right. There is nothing like it.
Nothing quite like it.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Bothers me a little, Phil.
Baker's Cocky Hen says that would be the shortest game of the year, though. Cards versus Broncos.
I know.
Yes.
Broncos 28-0 in the first quarter. Let's go.
You don't really believe that. All the crazy things you say in this show, you don't literally actually believe that the Broncos will dominate the Cardinals.
No, not dominate, but I do think that they would win.
That's
you're a good fan, Phil.
silly.
You're a very good
Well,
fan.
if we have Deshaun Watson, I just don't
good
see
fan.
why we could not.
He's not going to
Bummer.
Denver.
He's not a good fan. He abandoned the Suns when they lost a game. So
Well, he's a horrible basketball fan, but he's a good Broncos fan. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't look past what he did.
I know.
Fighting Wampa says, well, my thinking was Super Bowl on Saturday, no more missing work on Monday. Bam! Making a lot more money.
Yep.
All right. That works. Just the Tip says 3 wishes. Well, my first wish would be to have any wish I use be replaced by a new wish.
Jeffrey's astounded.
Good thinking right there.
That's genius. But I think that I remember when I saw Aladdin, the Robin Williams one says you can't wish for no more wishes. That doesn't work. So I don't think you're going to get that one, Just the Tip. President Wallet says if Jeffrey and Randy fight, the only thing that'll be hurt, Phil's feelings.
That's true. That's true.
Well, you know how dumb Phil is. Yeah, no, I think he's dumber. No, he's so dumb, or something like that. Yeah.
Well, I could go on for days.
I know.
Fed Fan says I do a volunteer project at the zoo, and you get to see events for free at a discounted rate. I don't have time to volunteer just so my kids can see a bunch of damn giraffes at a discounted rate.
You get to see events for free at a discounted rate.
Or at a discounted rate.
Oh, okay. All right.
The Bird says, buy a zoo membership. You go more than 2 times a year, it pays for itself. Or don't go to the zoo, and it pays for itself the same way.
Yeah.
Boomer Sooner says, I'm just like you, Jeffrey. Give me an hour at the zoo, and I am good. Baker's Cocky Hen says, play it out on Madden, Phil. Prove yourself. Way to make your more work for yourself. Huh?
I think he's trying to say simulated on Madden, but they, since the offseason, they haven't really updated the rosters. They usually wait for the next year, so it doesn't make sense. And besides, Deshaun's not on Broncos yet, so it really wouldn't be a fair fight.
Probably not going to be on the Broncos ever.
You know,
Gonzaga
ever.
Beer Bob says, I don't know if you guys discussed this, but 49ers trading up for the 3rd overall pick so they can trade it to Houston, a package deal for Watson. Is that what happened? No.
No.
I think the 49ers are looking for their next quarterback, and that's all there is to that. And it's not going to be Deshaun Watson. I don't think anybody's touching, and I don't think that Houston is talking. The Lock says, by the way, earlier, I said lawns. It wasn't wands. It wasn't ions.
Lawns.
Yeah, but you misspelled it on your thing there, unless that's a or is that a lowercase L? Well, it's not my fault, is it? The Lock. It ain't my fault. He's probably already in the restaurant eating. But
He can't even hear this.
So lawns at the Hermosa.
Him and Haley, or what was her name?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Holly
Oxenfree.
So what kind
It's her
of food
birthday,
they got
I
over
believe.
there at lawns at the Hermosa?
Let's see here. Let's look that up. Lawns.
Well, you figure that out. Let me know. Mr. Wilbur says,
the Hermosa.
hey, Bob, like, for instance, Jeffrey always calls me nip bleep. No, that's actually accurate. That's on purpose.
Now they're happy hours from 5:30 to 10 a.m.
Ooh.
No, I know, but what kind of food?
All right, let me hang on. It's over.
That's all I care about.
It's in Paradise Valley, so
Don't
you know
care.
it's going to be
Frou-frou?
pretty
Frou-frou Magoo?
Yeah. Oh, you have to reserve a table.
Okay, what kind of food, Randy?
Globally inspired Arizona fare at Lawns Restaurant.
Okay,
Globally
Arizona?
inspired.
I got you.
Well,
I got
what's
you.
Arizona food supposed to be?
I got you. They got breakfast,
Well,
brunch, lunch, and dinner. What do you want? What do you want?
I want to know what kind of food
Oh
they
my
have.
lord. Okay, so for lunch they have
Well, how do we know they're going there for dinner and not happy hour? The happy hour is 5:30 to 10.
it seems to be Mexican food.
Okay, listen, you know what? That aggravates me. I don't care about lawns at the Hermosa. Okay. You know what I care about? I care about a restaurant that actually puts what they're all about in their name, like Kasai Japanese Steakhouse. That tells you everything you need to know.
Asparagus and tomato salad. Then you've got
don't care
Pacific
anymore.
mussels.
No, I don't want to talk about their horrible menu.
Seared
Let's talk
tender
about
pork
Kasai
belly.
Japanese
Yeah.
steakhouse is
Seared
way
filet
better.
mignon.
Teppanyaki.
duck
Teppanyaki,
breasts.
I'm telling you. I don't
Yeah, you got,
care about lawns anymore.
14-ounce Duroc pork chop.
Pork
chop.
Here, do yourself a favor, Randy.
Yeah,
Just turn
yeah,
that off. Go to
yeah.
KasaiScottsdale.com and look at that menu.
Now I'm
way
looking
better.
over here.
KASAI Scottsdale.com. Okay?
Yeah.
Do yourself
Steakhouse.
a favor. They got
Now that's,
teppanyaki.
yeah.
30 different teppanyaki items and combinations.
Yeah, it's
They
a
got,
Japanese steakhouse,
yes.
which means their steak is made out of Japanese fish.
Or Kobe beef, maybe. They're awesome sushi chefs. They'll roll up all sorts of great sushi for you. They got a Friends with Benefits roll is really good, and
I like that.
Rebel roll.
They've
And
got the
you're sitting there, they're making it right in front of you. You get yourself a sake bomber from the bar. Maybe get one of those Red Sun cocktails.
You got them shishito peppers. Peppers.
Yeah, teppanyaki, sushi, cocktails, and steak. Come on, man. That's what really matters.
You can get the filet mignon and shrimp, the filet mignon and chicken, or the filet mignon and excuse me. Yeah. So it's French then.
You should know. You should know.
Japanese French food, filet mignon and lobster. They've got a lot of filet mignon. That looks a chopped Thai chicken salad.
Yeah. See, listen,
hey,
we got to get back to doing the show, Randy, but bookmark that KasaiScottsdale.com. KASAI Scottsdale.com. And I think you could even get reservations through there or just call them on the phone from there.
Let me read this to you.
And they got a great bar.
Let me see how this feels for both you guys. A bourbon caramel toffee crunch ice cream, caramel sauce, raspberry sauce, and seasonal berries. That's the brown butter cake.
Yes, as a dessert. Yes, please. I like that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Boogie takes issue with what Moist One was saying about the ruins. He says Casa Graham does not appreciate when you call it the ruins. It's called downtown, and stop making fun of him. It's more of a Tucson thing. Navy Brad says Kobe beef is the best. Might cost a little bit, but boy, is it worth it. I guarantee you, Kasai Japanese Steakhouse has got you covered on that one. Kiss the Cook says menu does sound good. Duck breast, is that massaged or rubbed? No, that's something else.
Any way you like it, I would imagine.
Yeah. Baker's Cocky Hen says, thank you, Randy, for saying fill it mignon properly.
Thank you.
It's not filet mignon. It's not how you say it, Baker's Cocky Hens. Fed Fan says, are there any dishes with Doritos in it?
No. I saw no Doritos.
Doritos Locos Tacos.
Listen, they're pretty cool at Kasai Japanese Steakhouse. What you do is you bring like a little bag of the Doritos and say, can you put this on my sushi? I bet they'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Or they'll throw you out in the street through a window. I don't know which it's going to be, but it could be one of the two. 888-368-1580.
Well, maybe for a bouncer, maybe they've got one of those sumo guys, those big wrestler cats. They just walk in and pick you up and throw you out.
The problem is everybody'd want to be thrown out by that bouncer, and there'd be nothing but trouble.
I know that's been a dream of mine.
Everybody
get roughed up by one of them sumo cats.
And you know why they would want to be thrown out by him? Because they are wearing a Speedo. That's what
it's not a Speedo. It's a giant diaper.
Yeah, it's not even that.
It's a glorified Speedo.
It's a traditional sumo wrap. This is very traditional. It goes back hundreds and hundreds of years.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it looks like a diaper. All right. Before we run out of time and forget, let's take care of this business right here. It's time now, ladies and gentlemen, for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1951, during a spring exhibition game against the University of Southern California at Bovard Field, Mickey Mantle, batting left-handed, hit a home run off of Tom Loveridge, which was estimated to travel 650 feet. The 19-year-old rookie's performance, which included a single, a triple, and another homer, was one of the highlights of the New York Yankees' first ever West Coast trips. Back to me, Jeffrey.
Wow. How about that? The Mick.
650, and he was a switch hitter. He left-handed, right-handed. That was just That was amazing. Mickey Mantle, hell of a batter, hell of a drinker. So thank you for that, George. 888-368-1580. Baker's Cocky Hen says, Kobe beef with a Viking funeral? Too soon? I think he was making a Kobe reference there. I'm not sure. Yeah. Not too soon. It's never too soon. You know what? We were talking about the schedule and stuff for the NFL. There's another thing that they're talking about. The NFL is going to require every team to play an overseas home game every 8 years. So I don't care who you are, what team you are required every year, 8 years, to go play in England or wherever the NFL tells you you're going to do it. Mexico, wherever you want to go.
I have a question.
Yes, Randy White, 1580 Fanatic. Go ahead.
So aren't the teams in Canada, aka the Toronto Bluebirds, aren't they already overseas?
NFL.
Yeah, we're talking about the NFL, not the Major League Baseball.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I did say NFL, didn't I?
Yeah,
you did. You did.
Oh, okay. I don't like the overseas games. I think it's kind of dumb. I don't like it. I don't think it's fair to the teams that they have to go and play overseas, because there's an awful lot that goes into taking your entire team, all the equipment, all the personnel to another country. Basketball is easy. You're like, here, pack a duffel bag. Somebody got the ball? Okay, we're good. Let's go. That's it. I'm sure there's a few more items or things that have to be worried about. But traveling as a baseball team, traveling as a basketball team, hell, even as a hockey team, way easier than traveling as a football team. Now you take that overseas. Oh, brother. I mean, listen, sure, the guys jump on a plane, but here in the United States, the guys jump on a plane and a semi truck goes to the next location. You see what I'm saying? It's not an easy feat. So for them to say, okay, we're going to start doing these foreign country games, and y'all have to do it. You have no choice.
Well, yeah.
Don't like that.
I mean, I know exactly why the NFL is doing this, because they don't quite have enough money yet. They're not quite rich enough yet. So they've got to include the entire world to make even more money. They don't quite have enough.
Yeah, there's got to be a better way to get some more money for, jerseys and stuff. I don't like it for the players. I don't. Do you care if you see the Broncos playing in another country, Phil?
I guess it would be kind of cool and it would give me an excuse to go to like New Amsterdam or somewhere if they go over there.
You're not following your team to another country.
Oh, I'm not, but I'm just saying if it's so my first football game that I ever watched was the Cardinals at Chargers in the old Chargers Stadium. That was kind of cool, and it just so happened to be Qualcomm, and it just so happened to be a cool experience, but I don't know that I would go out of my way specifically for that.
So if a team has to go play overseas, and it sounds like it would be two teams, right? Because one of them would have to be home, one have to be away, right?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Right. So if a team has to go, so you need to have a week for them to get there and get accustomed and acclimated to the time, and then a week to come back and get reacclimated to the time and being back in America.
Yeah, you don't get 2 bye weeks. I think they try to do it where the next week after you travel is the bye week. But that's it. You play a game, you jump on a plane, and you show up for the next game, and then you get your time off. You don't get this lead up time or recovery time. And again, that's not great for the players, and that's not an easy thing to do logistically for the team. That's why I'm kind of against it. We got to take a break. We'll come back. We got one more segment left to take you guys into your weekend. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Distracted driving kills in Arizona. Life is more important than your phone's beep. Stop the distracted driving, Arizona, please. Sponsored by the Arizona Chapter National Safety Council and the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, aired in cooperation with the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey there, homeowners. Are you experiencing pipe leaks? Is your water bill unexpectedly high, or are you suffering from low water pressure? These are signs of widespread pipe failure due to old, corroded, and shoddy pipes. Rerouting a pipe or other Band-Aid fixes are not the answer. Only a whole house repipe with brand new high-quality PEX or copper will permanently solve the problem. Repipe Specialists. No more leaks and great water pressure. They've been doing this for over 25 years. Repipe in just 1 to 2 days at half the cost of a plumber with a lifetime guarantee. Say goodbye to leaks once and for all. Enjoy a pipe leak-free home and eliminate the risk of potential water damage. Call us today for your free in-home estimate. We'll even take 20% off our already low price and receive 0% interest when you call today. Call 888-380-7097. 888-380-7097. That's 888-380-7097.
Everybody, Mark Asher, back to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends who've used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention the Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
Macy's VIP sale is going on now. Get an extra 30% off the latest spring arrivals and all the brands you love with your coupon or Macy's card. And get 15% off your go-to beauty picks, the newest in skincare, makeup, fragrance, and more. Plus, Macy's Star Rewards members can earn on every purchase except gift cards, services, and fees. More at Macys.com/Star Rewards. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100+ degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer. And your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189 or go to harmonsolar.com. Harmon Solar is an REC certified solar professional.
The Fanatic.
Today, Blender here on 15 The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. Coming up this weekend, we have all the March Madness you can handle. 11 a.m. both on Saturday and Sunday starts off a day of broadcast. Yes, every game. Here's the schedule. Are you ready? Saturday, 11 a.m., Oregon State versus Loyola Chicago. Then after that, Villanova versus Baylor. After that, Oral Roberts versus Arkansas. After that, Syracuse takes on Houston. Next day, 11 a.m., Creighton versus Gonzaga. Then Florida State versus Michigan. UCLA versus Alabama. And then we'll end the night with a Pac-12 showdown between Oregon and USC. So there you go, ladies and
a
gentlemen.
bubble bath.
And the next day, I don't know. We'll have to find out. I don't know who's playing Monday and Tuesday. We got to find out who wins this weekend. So we'll have those games for you too. But let's just concentrate on this weekend. If you're out and about, if you're hanging out, you're listening to the radio, you got some NCAA March Madness. What are you doing, Randy?
What? I'm concentrating.
Why are you making noise? You don't have to make noise to concentrate.
Oh, when I concentrate, I have to make noise. Yeah.
All right,
it's
for,
part of it.
I thought he was
for the
getting ready.
show's sake, stop concentrating. You've never
What?
concentrated before doing this show.
Well,
Why
you just
would
told me to
start now?
concentrate. So
You did
I
say
had to
that, Jeff.
concentrate.
Well, now the time to concentrate's over. We're done concentrating.
What?
We're moving on to other things. We're doing the slapping,
You don't want
dancing
me to-
monkey show.
You,
so
you don't want me to concentrate anymore?
nope, all good.
Hmm.
All good.
All right.
Bob Schwersky says, hey, I ran my picks by my buddy in Vegas, and he thinks the idea of Oral making it is kind of hard to swallow.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, boy.
So you don't want me to concentrate?
Yeah, and maybe after that one. So I hope you guys understand something. Wherever you are on the picks contest, you are very unlikely to be there on Monday, and even less likely to be there on Wednesday. That could go both good or bad. Generally, people towards the top have a better chance than the people down towards the bottom, but anything could happen this weekend. Anything could happen next week. So don't lose hope. If you think, oh, well, that's it, I'm done, I ain't going to win nothing from the 1580, the Fanatic Harman Solar bracket challenge, keep watching.
Yeah,
keep watching.
Get in line behind me and follow me to victory. That's all we can say.
You are probably not going to win, and you don't get the money anyways because you're an employee of CRC Broadcasting.
And not only that, I'm already labeled in as getting the money.
No, also not true.
Here, let me start
It
concentrating.
will be a super fan of 1580 the Fanatic, not any employee or relatives of employees or anything like that.
So this is another one of those fan wins the listener wins the money and the prizes and the 30-pack.
It's always that way, Randy.
When do we have
always
one where the air staff gets some stuff?
We've done that before. We've done it where we've had fantasy football within just the staff or picks with. I think the morning show is doing their own thing too. So I don't know. One of these days, or in the past, Radio Ron has ponied up prizes for in-staff contests and stuff. So, but not this time.
Maybe
not this time, Randy.
Maybe winner in the station gets a free pair of assless chaps.
You're always gonna make it weird, Phil.
No,
I'm just saying if Radio Ron's giving out gifts.
No, you've got to earn those assless chaps. If you're a writer in the Sons of Apathy, the electric.
What do I need
Bike
to start
gang,
writing? Tell me.
Tell
me right now.
You wouldn't survive the initiation to get in that badass biking club.
Nope.
Baker's Cocky Hen says it's gonna go good this way, baby. Go Houston, Zags, Baylor, and Bama. Nervous about Syracuse, to be honest, though. Yeah, I can see why. Houston's been doing really great lately, but good luck to you, Baker's Cocky Hens. Listen, we've got one segment left, and a lot of times when we have the Wheel of Sports, I have always made sure that we have backup stuff ready to put on the wheel. So today it's going to be different. Today, instead of all the random sports stories, we have put up a bunch of random sports facts because every day as I'm going through and getting ready on the show, I find some random sports facts that are like, wow, that's kind of cool. But I just ended up with a giant stack of them and we don't use them. So today we're going to spin the wheel of sports facts. Randy, give it a spin.
So you mean like a lifetime batting average of 320?
No.
That's it?
See, of all the ones that'll pop up, it's this one. Let me remind everybody, wrestling, fake wrestling, not a sport. That is not a sport, okay? If it's real wrestling like they do in college, and, you got some really good ones over there at ASU, that's a sport. But fake wrestling, not a sport. So when I talk about wrestling, it's going to be about the real wrestling.
Yeah.
So in the fake wrestling, there's a pro wrestling move called the choke slam. It's when a wrestler lifts his opponent up by his throat and then bam, plants him right into the ground. Do you know who invented that?
Hacksaw Jim Duggins.
Incorrect. It was invented during an amateur wrestling match, which means, and especially at this time, it was real. Invented by, in an amateur wrestling match, Abraham Lincoln.
What?
No.
True story. Abraham Lincoln, he invented the choke slam. And remember, he's a big old lanky guy, not somebody you want to. He'd be in boxing matches and wrestling matches back in those days. And he invented the choke slam. You don't believe me? Look it up. That is truth right there.
Okay.
See? That's the kind of stuff you get when you spin the wheel of sports facts. Randy, give it another spin. I guess we're going to keep it with tall men. A 7-foot tall man in the United States has a 1 in 7 shot of making it in the NBA.
Really?
A man under 6 feet has a 1 in 1.2 million shot of making it in the NBA.
Wow.
So George, he had a 1 in 7 shot of playing in the NBA.
How about that?
He went a different direction. He was a very smart man, got his law degree, and now he's the tallest lawyer ever.
He could have had his cake and dunked it too.
You know what makes me curious? I want to ask George. I know George sometimes is busy and he doesn't text in, but is he the tallest lawyer in the country?
Could be.
It's 7 feet tall?
7 feet tall. Yeah.
Somebody should Google that. because I wouldn't be surprised. That's something you can hang on your door right there. All right, Randy, spin the wheel of sports facts. Let's go do another one here.
Either on your door or off of one of the shoulders of Big George. Yeah, you could hang that there too.
Yeah, maybe off your belt so people could actually see it.
Could be.
So, okay, a guy named Philip, not Phil, this is a different Phil. Philip Noel Baker from England is the only person who's ever won an Olympic medal and received the Nobel Prize.
No kidding.
Philip Noel Baker. He won a silver as a runner in the 1500 meters at the 1920 Olympics. And he went into politics and he won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1959.
Wow.
See?
These are amazing facts.
I know. Spin the wheel of sports facts again. We can keep going. Let's see here. Yeah. Until 1966, NBA teams could claim players who went to college within 50 miles of their arena before the draft. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
So let's say the Suns, are we 50 miles away from Arizona? Yeah, we're over 50, so that don't count.
Yeah.
But if there was a great prospect at Grand Canyon University or at Arizona State University or at Phoenix College or at Apollo Hair College, the Suns could claim them and say, whoop, come on over here. You're now a Phoenix Suns. You don't even have to go to the draft.
What about the refrigeration school?
That is also included. If it's in 50 miles,
all right.
50 miles is 50 miles. And that's how teams manage to grab players, including Wilt Chamberlain and Oscar Robertson. That's how they got on their teams. Isn't that something?
Wow, that is something.
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Our weekly photo of this is a good one. He's at Yosemite, and you can see El Capitan in the background. And Boogie's got on an Elmer Fudd hat. He's got a Sherlock Holmes pipe, and he's I can't see what the can is, but he is rocking the Jeffrey O'Brien is better than me at everything t-shirt. Well done, Boogie. Nicely done. Man, I wish I had time to travel as much as he does. That's awesome. Good for you, Boogie. Good picture. And that one goes on the wall as well. So we'll check that out on Twitter here in a little bit.
So what I found was back in the day, a guy named George Mikan, he was known as Mr. Basketball. He won with the Minneapolis Lakers, and he returned to law after completing his basketball stint. But he was still only 6'10". So
see, George at 7 feet, possibly the tallest lawyer in the United States.
And conversely, he wins all of his cases. It's weird.
We have to dig deeper. We have to dig deeper and find that out. Randy, spin the wheel of sports facts again. This is fun. All right. So the NBA didn't start using the 3-point line. Do you know what year? Do you know what year they started using the 3-point line?
1979.
Oh, nicely done. You are correct.
Thank you.
And when did they start using it in the NCAA?
What year? 1992.
No, you're just guessing numbers. You don't even know.
1983.
Oh, well, Price is Right rules. You were closer without going over, so Randy would win. It was 1986.
Yeah.
Feels like it's been around longer, but I guess that's when they started doing the 3-point line. All right, Randy, spin the wheel. So the Sutter family from Viking, Alberta, Canada had 7 boys. Okay. 6 of them went on to be NHL players in the 1970s and 80s. So the 7th one, who didn't go on to play hockey, he won the lottery. He won $10 million in the lottery.
Wow, good for him.
Isn't that amazing?
Only 10 million.
Seven kids, 6 of them are professional hockey players. How proud would you be? The 7th one, you're like, I don't know what he's going to do with his life. Blam! Wins $10 million in the lottery. And remember, that's $10 million back in 1970 something.
Okay. Yeah.
How lucky is that family?
Well,
that dad has got to be so proud.
And not only that, he has all of his real teeth.
Yes, that one with the $10 million.
Yeah.
Do you guys play the lottery? I don't play the lottery.
I do.
Whenever I could think about it, yeah. I mean, you can't win if you don't play, Phil.
Yeah, you have a set list of numbers Randy?
No.
Just always random. Hit me random.
Yeah.
I've always known that if I ever win the lottery, it would just be random because I would never be clever enough to pick the right numbers on.
Yeah, because there was a story about it in Europe. There was this lady who always picks the same numbers. Her and her boyfriend, they always pick the same numbers. Their numbers hit at like 240 million in the UK. And so they're celebrating. They're having a great night. Next morning, they find out that since they off switch each week, the boyfriend gets it 1 week, she gets it 1 week. That would happen to be the week that they didn't, neither one of them got it. Oh, it was just painful. 240 million right there out of your grasp.
Boomer Sooner is not having it with you right now, Phil.
What did I do?
You couldn't get through a Friday to the weekend without saying assless chaps. Come on, man.
Hey, I'm I'm growing. It used to be Speedo.
Oh,
Now
geez,
people.
God, no. Nobody needs to see that.
No.
Come on, guys.
No.
Navy Brad says Phil should write a moped for that electric cycle gang.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you got to be pretty badass to ride in the Sons of Apathy.
Yep.
Did we spin the thing yet?
No, we have not.
All right. A mulligan became a do-over in golf because a guy named David Mulligan in Montreal, Quebec, Canada in the 1920s hit a bad shot. He decided to try it over again, so his friends started calling that move a mulligan.
That figures he would be from Canada.
Yeah, and he's Irish. That's a very Irish thing. It's like, I got a do-over. Okay, whatever, chances, whatever works. All right, guys, that's it for us. I hope you have a great and a safe weekend out there doing whatever the hell it is you're going to do. We've got all your NCAA March Madness for your ear hole all weekend long. We will be back in your radio on Monday, special time. That's right. We'll be on at 2 p.m. on Monday from 2 to 4, getting ready for the NCAA March Madness. Have a great weekend. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Hey, everybody, Mark Asher.